Are we good?
Yes.
We're up.
Yes.
What does that smell? Oh, I smell smoke. Who smokes? Who's smoking? I smell it in the hallway. Who is it?
Not me.
Smoke.
Not
Smoke.
me.
No.
What an outfit that is.
What?
Idiot. What is that outfit?
It's. What do you mean? What's idiotic about the outfit?
The outfit is idiotic.
Okay,
You're wearing-
again, explain.
It's a marriage
What's
of,
idiotic
it's a marriage
about
of
it?
idiocy.
Okay, what's idiotic
You
about
think
it?
you're 90 years old? Would you
Great
dig
golf fan
Newmeyer
song.
out of his grave and rip his clothes
No.
off? His,
Love my friend Bob. Miss him dearly. Wore a nice black polo today. Nice black sneakers to match. Look good.
Okay.
Stylish.
Fine. Who's taking
Not
over?
a sweatshirt or a hat. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I assume Mutstack.com has been discontinued. It's been so lackadaisical lately.
No, we published, 36 weeks in a row now?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's up this week? It's already Wednesday. I mean, I assume you're already working on it.
It is Wednesday. That is the day of the week.
What do you
yes.
have?
I have a lot of stuff going on right now.
Like
so you'll
what?
have to tune in on Friday and find out.
Tune in?
Yeah, tune in Friday. Log in Friday. Check your email.
Log in. Okay. Well, can you tease us with something?
I can't, no.
So you have nothing so far?
I have a lot. I just so much I don't want to get to it
Well,
right now.
you must have something. It's already Wednesday.
I do have something. You can log
What do you have? I will, Mutstack.com, but I'm saying what? Well, give the listeners something that they can look forward to.
I think there'll be analysis of a certain football team in town. How wrong you were about the Bill Belichick commentary a couple weeks ago.
What was that?
You said they wouldn't fire Bill Belichick. They shouldn't
Well, they're
fire
not
Bill
going to fire
Belichick.
Bill.
Well, you said they shouldn't fire
They
him.
shouldn't fire him. They're not going to fire him.
Well, should they?
No.
Okay.
Who are they going to hire?
Ben Johnson,
Who is that? The sprinter in Canada?
coordinator in Detroit, offensive coordinator.
Oh, you tell me all you know about him.
He runs a decent offense there in Detroit, and
Okay.
he's not 1,000 years old. Which
Okay.
in the NFL is all offense right now. As you know, you watch every week.
Do they have a good quarterback?
They do. Jared Goff's not
So if
bad.
they had a bad quarterback and Ben Johnson was a coordinator, would you want him to be the coach of the Patriots?
If they had a good offense, sure. He's
Sure,
actually
but
he
they
has a
would-
good
but-
offense with an average quarterback. Goff's not a good quarterback. He's an average quarterback.
What's his backstory, Ben Johnson? This guy you want to take over
Offensive
Bill
mind.
Belichick.
Just an but what does that matter? Who cares who he's
He's the
taking
greatest
over
coach
for?
in the history of
Oh,
professional
great. Here we
sports.
go.
Well,
This
yeah,
is,
but I mean,
every
he is.
talking head ever. Every Patriots fan 69 on Twitter now. Great. Bill Belichick's the greatest coach
Well,
ever.
no, I'm saying, but if you want
so
the
you
guy to
never
take-
replace him. Awesome.
No,
Great.
of course you can replace him.
But your
I'm
argument
saying.
he's the best coach ever. Who do you replace him with?
Well, you give me
And
a guy
I give you a
that-
name.
Right, but you don't know if he'll be any good or not.
I know that he runs a modern offense, and the coach now does not.
Right, that's
based on
fine.
the game that we're watching.
Okay, that's the guy you want.
He's my choice right now.
Ben
Mutstack
Johnson.
approved. Yes.
Okay,
Not
good.
the sprinter.
Okay, so you get in like about 5 days after everybody else analyzes the game. And then I mean, it's unbelievable. Why
I think
don't you
it's
do it
a
Monday?
different angle to break it down on Fridays.
That sounds absolutely dreadful. Unsubscribe. That would be right.
Really?
Would you say- yes, with that kind
So
of
you're
stuff.
saying unsubscribe?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
That's what you're saying. That's
Well,
fine.
I'll keep saying yes. You keep asking me if you get
No,
Ben
you're saying
Johnson.
unsubscribe. Thanks a lot. I appreciate
don't
it.
be a
Very-
pussy. Fine,
You're very
subscribe.
supportive. Yeah, very supportive.
Everybody subscribe. Whatever. Anyway.
I subscribed on 2 email addresses.
Thanks,
for
buddy.
You. Yep.
Is that
See?
true?
Yep.
Wow.
Work and personal.
Fantastic. Do you read it or no?
I'm gonna read one of them at some point.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
gonna be
Just
good.
I don't care if you just open it up.
Just
Just
save
open
them,
it up.
you save them for when you go away on the trippers. You print them all out. It's like you do with Simmons on a
Get a little
cross-country
book.
flight.
He said about the Minifan show the other day. Like I had a long ride ready. I had to save.
I
him
was
up
on
for
the train the second half of the draft thing. I actually did. All right. Well, Coleman's here. Gus is here. Pat is here. Mud is here. I'm here. Montante tomorrow. Is that it? Just Montante tomorrow?
Jonathan
Scranton.
Yeah.
Oh, right. And then do we know anything about Will on Friday or is it no Will?
No, I'm going to say no Will because he's just gone silent.
He doesn't want to come on this
Strange
show.
guy.
Call him quick. I'm curious about this. I don't particularly care.
Whoever your source was that suggested he just wanted a barstool job.
crazy.
They were right. No, they're
No,
right
I know,
about
I
that.
know. But I mean, if that's what he wants, great. I don't. Not being proactive is not going to help with any of that. Like, who's he going to call if he doesn't go through us?
Maybe he doesn't think that being on your show would help him get a job full
It
time.
probably wouldn't. I mean, I don't think it would help if he. I don't even know.
Well, Coleman said he needs somebody to help with graphics. It'd be a good foot in his.
His
foot
video
in
was
the door for
awesome,
him.
but
yeah,
I don't know if he's good with graphics though. That's different.
yeah, I guess that's true.
but the video production degree was really good.
Yeah, it was very good, but that's not. I don't. That's not graphics though, right? Graphics is like what, like.
Didn't he technically put together the Bruce Springsteen as a therapist graphic?
I have no.
I don't know
That
how
cartoon
I don't
and
know how
everything?
those
No
fit
idea.
together. Yeah.
Don't even. I have no fucking what the hell that even means. Jesus Christ. It's bad. All right. Anyway.
Nothing.
Well, such is life. So, what's going on, boys?
Not much.
Okay, well then I guess we're good.
Good seeing you guys. Onestack.com.
Thanks for having me in.
Roan and Simply Safe and Miltons. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye by me.
To start off, I do have the dozen from last night, the missed phone call.
Yeah, so I said this. I was playing golf with Andy Nolan, the great Andy Nolan, my friend of nearly 40 years now. And I was playing. We were going over. I forget. One of the greens going back to the next tee, and my phone rang, and I didn't recognize the number. I didn't have the name saved. I think it said somewhere in Missouri, maybe. I can look right now.
Could be Chicago, isn't?
No, but
Shut the fuck up.
Isn't she based out of Chicago though?
yeah, but that wouldn't matter. I
For
think
a
it
phone
would,
number?
if anything, be like Louisiana, maybe.
We're gonna find out briefly here. Don't worry about it. That would be Missouri is an area code. So there you go. Just because she moved to Chicago, you idiot.
I thought that's where she was from.
Why? Based on what?
Because I didn't think she was the one from Louisiana. I thought that
I
was
think
the one.
she is the one from Louisiana.
Yeah, well, she is. Now I can realize that. I thought.
What does that mean? What are you talking about? Why?
I
'Cause
thought-
she moved to Chicago.
Well,
Well, the
I
area
thought-
code would be Chicago.
No, I
don't
thought
understand.
that. I thought when she first.
Well, why
joined
even weigh
Barstool-
in on that?
Because I had it up. I thought that.
You got what up?
We had the video up
What does that have to do with her area code?
because
Nothing.
it was the team call and it was
You
confusing
don't have
to
to
me.
talk all the time. Shut the fuck up. All right, go ahead. Jesus Christ. He'd be gone by Monday, hopefully.
Don't say that. I'm
Had a good
loving
conversation.
the Gus experience.
Good conversation last night with the mixer for about 45 minutes.
Oh, don't do that.
Good-
Don't
we
say
had a
that.
good talk.
Don't say that.
Go.
Good podcast last
How
night.
dare you?
Was it a good one?
I liked it.
Really? Did you have one? I didn't know that. Who was on?
I'm all in on Mick. It's a stupid cousin.
Oh, I can't listen.
Yeah, no. That,
Oh,
that-
was he in the car on the ride home that night from the event?
No, maybe it's his brother, the one he isn't feuding with.
No, it's Christian. Yeah.
Christian, yeah, whatever. He's a trip.
It was what they talk about. I don't know. Who cares?
Save for Thursday.
I'm just happy Jerry's struggling. All right. Let's hope it's cancer again, right?
Don't say it.
What? No?
You said it, we thought it.
He's not struggling retweeting
No,
articles online.
I'm kidding. I hope he's okay, but yeah.
I do too.
His voice is a mess, I guess? Is that what is
He hasn't a show in how long? Week?
Did you do one? You didn't do one yesterday, Jerry, or no?
I did not see one. No.
No? You're saying no definitively.
I'm saying I did not pop up on my feed, my podcast feed. I have not seen a new Jerry Callahan show.
Last one I saw was Montante filling in. Now I could have missed it, to be fair, but the retweets are still there.
He
Producer
missed time at
Tess.
EEI for his voice, too, right?
And he did a show 10/17/23 Tuesday. Jerry gives an update on this current health situation.
Oh, nice.
Yesterday, so wrong again. Guess I'm on my own here.
Didn't
All
come
right.
up on my feed.
Do you have a special feed?
I just get notifications of podcasts that I
You think
follow.
they're hiding it from you?
It
Do you
might
follow
be.
the podcast?
I do.
Then why didn't they come up?
I don't know.
Okay, we might want to work on that. So yeah, so it was I guess it was her. I guess it was Megan.
Yep.
And I just didn't know the number. If I don't know the number, I assume it's a psycho, so I just don't answer it.
Smart
It was
move.
correct.
Smart move.
I have to say, I actually like Megan making money. She's very nice. I didn't realize who she was playing. I don't think I could do that to Foreplay. I couldn't do that to Riggsy and Frankie and Trent.
So you have
I
a
don't-
line, right? So
Yeah, Riggs is. I'm friends with Frankie and Trent. I like them, but Riggs is like
Family.
in the family.
Yeah.
Like he's in the inner circle.
It'd be nice if Clemmer had this mentality, too.
That's what I'm saying. Well, it's a lesson to be learned. Like I would never. I wouldn't do that to Riggs.
yeah, what's the list? What are the list of the guys that you would not answer for the opposing team in trivia?
Riggsy,
Dan Katz.
Dan Katz. Well,
oh.
well, yeah. Well, we'll keep an
Would
eye
Dan
on that.
Katz do the same for you? I think he
Well,
would answer.
things change over when people are away for a certain amount of time. Things can change. That's all I'll say. So I'm not going to get into specifics on that.
Okay.
But Dan, I love Dan. Who else is even in that? You know, because Jeff's obviously the commissioner of it.
So just Riggs.
Rico's
and-
on my team.
That's
So
it?
yeah, I mean,
Wait,
Kevin?
Whitney doesn't care. I don't think he plays.
Chiclets is in it.
Is Jerry back
Huh?
in?
Do we? Who?
Jerry?
Jerry.
Jersey Jerry.
Jersey Jerry.
Was he ever in it?
I don't
He
think
was at the
I don't-
beginning.
I don't
I
think
think
he ever
he was
has.
I don't think he cares that much
Yeah, no,
about
no.
that stuff. You know, even Riggs doesn't care. But I don't think I would do that to Riggs. And Francis was on her team too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he was the one that suggested it too to
I knew
call
the
you, and he
answer.
was like, he wouldn't pick up. For
I knew
me.
both answers. I don't know why the Riggs didn't call me. So I don't know. So anyway, go ahead.
One-term vice president who served under Lyndon B. Johnson.
Who is it, Mud?
No idea.
Do you know?
No clue. No.
First initial of the first and last name are the same. H.
Herbert Hoover?
What? Who you think? What was that, Riggsy?
What?
You think Herbert Hoover was Lyndon B. Johnson's vice president? You know Lyndon B. Johnson was vice president too?
Richard Nixon.
Riggs, I'm sorry, what?
Is that not right
What?
either?
Riggs, what'd you say?
What are you gonna do?
What?
Well,
Thank you, Jerry.
Lyndon B. Johnson's kind of a famous vice president. He assumed the presidency.
Oh, Kennedy.
Kennedy, right,
Yes, sorry.
right. Hubert Humphrey.
Oh,
Yeah, have you heard of him?
I don't think so. No? Is that the stadium in Minnesota named after him?
He's a Minnesota politician.
Where's my ding? I don't get a ding for that.
Both questions were Minnesota politicians. It was who was Jimmy Carter's vice president. He was also a Minnesota Democrat who ran against Reagan in '84. Won one state. This is home state of Minnesota. Walter
Johnson.
Cronkite.
I feel like I'm back in. I feel like I'm at 20
You're
Guest
asking
Street.
these for a reason. There's some irony because I did bring a trivia-like game today.
You
so-
did?
for later on the show.
Walter
yes.
Mondale.
Oh, I didn't know. So was Brandon's car named Mondale in 90210?
It was because
okay,
from
so
Minnesota.
it's full circle. There we
you
go.
It's from
How about
Minnesota.
that?
There you go.
How about that?
There you go. I'm sorry, Coleman,
I
go
win.
ahead.
LBJ's vice.
He lost 49 states to
It's just brutal. It's fucking
in
Reagan
1984.
conceded
Look at Riggsy, he's
the
on
one
top of
state
it.
He was from. As a gesture of
He
kindness.
refused to campaign in Minnesota because Mondale was from there, so he didn't want to.
Riggs missing the golf niche question too made me fucking sick to my stomach.
What was the question?
I think our niche was Tiger Woods, and the question was, which major 2001 American major championship winner did he beat? I think in the match play finals that year.
Rocco Mediate?
Or 2003. Rocco Mediate never won a major.
I was singing match play. Sorry.
They guessed Davis Love won the '97 PGA. This is the 2001 PGA winner, one-time major winner. Beat Mickelson in Atlanta. You'll know the name, but it's a tough one. Enough Tiger Woods is your niche. David Toms.
Louisiana guy, yeah.
Louisiana guy. I was disgusted with Riggs at that point, but that's okay. Go ahead, Coleman.
Yeah, we didn't know the answer.
On this one, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this either.
Can we phone a friend?
LBJ was Kennedy's. Yeah, let's phone a friend. We're gonna phone a friend. That's a good idea.
I know, like Clemmer would probably know the answer to this, or like someone.
That old fucking.
I mean, Kirk would know it.
Call Kirk. Call Kirk.
Yeah, Francis, call Kirk.
I think
Francis is not my number. I don't think.
I like picking up my phone. Call
I can try.
Kirk has
we
never been
communicate
phoned.
via
The three-time
communicate
MVP reigning champion has never been phoned in this
By
show.
far the leading scorer in the history of the league, probably 2 times over anybody else. Never called because I'm not liked. I don't know. But of all the people, Megan making money, who I became sort of semi-friends with during a.
She was your daughter at one point.
She still thinks she's my daughter.
Okay.
During the last person who thought my daughter was Ellie Schnitt.
Worked out well.
Worked out well, but something about Brandon or something. Didn't she have my back? She followed Brandon over something. Do I have that backstory right?
Wasn't there the?
She's great. She's good.
Megan's cool.
Huh?
Took her
Megan's-
side in the
Megan's
Brandon
great.
thing.
What?
Didn't she?
Yeah, she had my back. I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I like Megan. Yeah. I had I known it was her, I would have been happy to answer. But I can't do that. And then in the rang, I didn't answer. But I'd be happy to do it. But I can't do that to Riggs. And Frankie, who I'm friends with. And Trent, who I'm friends with. That's a team.
So you're building a list now. There's more
I
than
could
just a
almost
couple.
be on that team if one of those guys like bailed. They're not going to have rap porn on. So I could almost, believe me, they regret that in a lot of ways.
They had
But
more fun with Lurch in that video. than
yeah, I
you.
would agree. I agree. So, that's probably the first team I wouldn't do that to. But I wouldn't have known if I answered unless Jeff said who we were playing. I had no idea who they were playing.
So they don't give you a heads up. Hey, we might call you during this match.
No, the only person who's ever done it to me a few times is Dan. I think that's it. And it just hasn't happened.
And I was going to say Rico, but he's on your team. So
Rico's on my
would do
team.
that. He'd reach out.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. I know the season. This is like the trying to get into the tournament. This is like the.
You guys are already in, right? There's
We
no
are in.
play-in
We
for
are
you
in.
guys?
We are the defending champions.
I
We
was
are
gonna
the 1 seed. We are in. But we opened against Portnoy's team. Not live though. It's remote.
Jeff mentioned that a couple times
Yeah,
last week.
he's not happy.
I couldn't tell.
Rico loves making fun of him about that. But then you make fun of Rico about something. Last week I was making fun of Rico in New York a little bit. He would get all sensitive. He was very sensitive last week.
It was funny. It was a good listen. Excellent
I'm
job.
saying even during the competition.
Oh, in the
Very-
show itself.
Yeah, we're in the finals. I mean, earlier in the in the week, he was very sensitive.
It only took like 3 shows, started leaking out things. Not a surprise.
That's
Not a
Jersey
No.
Jerry. He always leaks.
He hasn't done that yet, though.
Yeah.
He definitely made
Tweeted it out. Yeah.
He'll be back.
I was
Is
texting
it-
with Jersey Jerry yesterday about something I said on the show regarding somebody at the company. We had a good back and forth. Healthy.
Well, okay, that's on my list. Can
we'll go get
can
through. We have a long show. We have a
It was
long
a bad
show.
job by your co-host yesterday.
We got another 45
Terrible
minutes of the
job.
show to get
Oh,
to
good,
stuff.
good.
What's going on with you, Gus?
No, I had a nice relaxing sleep. It was a good.
Oh, we
evening.
moved on from that. What else?
No, just getting. I was gonna say, Chiclets was in here yesterday.
Yes. Did I give it command or no?
There was a very clear command.
What happened?
Yeah,
Were you here for that?
No, that
I
was
was.
me.
I was not in the right
Were
state
you
of
here
mind.
for it?
I
I'm
was
asking
not.
you.
I was here.
Why did you allow that to happen?
It all happened so fast.
You just say Kirk doesn't want RA. So, like, you don't
I know.
work for Chiclets.
I know.
I've dealt with producers who think they work. You don't.
No, I know that.
I don't want RA sitting in this chair. He's gross. I like him, but he's
That's
disgusting.
putting Coleman in a bad spot to say, all right,
don't
you
care.
can't
He
sit in that
works-
seat. Kirk said you can't sit
Great.
there.
He
No,
works
he
for the
makes that
show.
call, yeah.
He works for the show.
Did you clean the chair?
I did.
Okay,
Completely
it's not
cleaned
enough.
everything.
It's not enough. I don't think.
Got the
Understandable.
smoke smell, maybe?
Could I
Ooh,
smelled it in the hallway?
interesting.
It could definitely be.
There was also
Could definitely be.
a smoky smell, I think, coming from like the hair salon place or something.
Oh, could be.
That was coming up, so I think it could have been
Either
that.
way,
Yeah.
I did not like seeing that picture. I didn't like seeing that.
I didn't like seeing it either.
How
It
long
was
did they take
terrible.
calls for? The terrible
The-
hockey calls.
The entire time. That was partly why that situation even happened. I was trying to get them set up with a.
Was it
phone
live
number.
on like YouTube or something?
No, not live, but they just tweeted out the number so that people could call in, and then they're pre-recording it so that.
Oh,
after
for next
effect-
episode or something?
Yeah,
How long did they do it for?
hour and a half.
Jesus.
Hour 45. Yeah, I missed our calls for this show way more.
You what?
I missed the calls we do for this show.
Well, why
you
would
know?
they do call? I don't understand. Sure, but it's a different show.
Exactly, but it was like listening to those calls comparatively.
Well,
I was like, oh,
Podcast does fine. I did very well.
They have a JJ that calls into their show and asks questions.
A lot of hockey calls? Or?
Yeah, a lot
well,
of
that's
lot
a
of-
hockey podcast.
Yeah, that's just not.
I love
I'm
those
not a
guys.
big hockey
And I
guy.
love RA, but I don't want. He's like, I think he has diseases. I don't want him. Yeah, I really do. I
You
don't
think he
blame him.
does?
Did you see that pickleball video?
Yes, I think he's like falling apart. I don't want whatever that is. I don't want that.
No, it was a bad sight, and I was working on this. Then all of a sudden, I realized he was sitting in the seat, and
That should have been your top priority. Working on what?
on setting them up.
I don't
with
care about. They
everything.
said Mikey Grinelli's I think he was a moron, but he could set up himself.
I had to do it for all of them. I basically ran that for him. But yeah, and then before I knew it, Whit was already taking the picture, tweeting it out. And
I
was
knew
like,
that was going to
"Fuck,
happen.
I'm
That's
just
the
gonna-"
other thing.
Yeah.
So Whit
move by
Whit
Whit.
was in his usual chair, and then
They
Biz
just-
was in Pat's chair.
Yeah, they just kind of sat down there, weren't going yet or anything, and then they were setting up, and then before I knew it, they were just automatically starting. I was like, "Fuck!"
Did he stay there the
didn't
whole
want that
time?
happening.
Was he in that chair the whole time?
BA or RA? I mean,
Yeah.
yes,
Did you clean the microphone?
did I cleaned that entire thing? I even took a clip from yesterday that I cut and like rearranged your desk to be in the order that it had been yesterday.
Was he touching stuff?
They, not him necessarily, but the producers that were with them were trying to organize the desk, and I was
Who?
like, Fish and
Who?
this dude named Fish.
Who is this retard? What are they? What?
I don't know. They like were trying to set up like to have a clean shot, I guess. and I
Of
was
what? Of RA talking about the fucking sharks?
Like, yeah,
Who
basically.
cares?
I agree.
What the fuck?
That's why I took the time to rearrange back.
Jesus, I had Grinnell last week say, "Hey, can we do great? No problem." I assume they just leave shit alone.
Yeah, Thought as
Why are
well.
they doing that now? Why don't they do that? Why haven't they done that before?
I have no idea. That
Why
their
was
first
Biz
time.
here?
They had been in town for a bar night or something.
Oh,
that they
like a
did.
Pig Whitney thing?
Yeah, they did
Gotcha.
it like Monday night. So
Gotcha. Okay. Well, whatever. I love those guys. All right.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
I have an interviewer an interviewer gets owned by a Canadian politician who's running against Trudeau, I believe. I thought that was pretty good. He's just munching on an apple the entire time.
You like this, Pat, huh?
See how it goes.
What do you mean? Are you worried about Coleman?
No.
No, go ahead.
It's
Go
not
ahead.
bad.
No.
It's a good clip.
No, go ahead.
He'll get it.
He'll
And
get what?
He'll get it in time. He's learning it.
It's
He's
just
being
I said this before. You're watching something be born. Like everyone, I saw the idiot from Australia. All these people get all worked up because he sometimes has dumb stories.
yeah. We're used to
So-
Steve originally.
Right, and then Dave had no stories.
But Dave knew the show, so Dave came in with the back in the show. So
Dave would say, "Oh, nothing too exciting," and about 15 minutes in, and then I'd kill time to take phone calls.
Open up the People magazine.
That's it. So for every terrible story he has, like the 5'4" versus the 12 handicap, he's trying.
Those girls were animated about that.
That was for men.
My point is, he's trying.
He's putting in a lot.
I saw
of effort.
Sharkman. They had a good stat. That was what Colin had like 4 stories. He had like 18.
I think it was 16.
You keep asking me. He always says something ready to go.
Yeah.
Now, Gus, on the other hand.
No, Gus says nothing.
That's the thing. If you don't like a story, I'm
This
more
is
than
gonna be
willing to move on.
This will be dreadful, but whatever. Like we'll react to it. At some point today, I open my hat on backwards. We're going to have our TikTok top 10.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is yet.
No, you said what it was going to be. You already said.
No.
I do have
real
some.
real TikTokers don't do that. They let the moment happen.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You do have what?
I will have one for you every day in case there
Yeah.
not one that you want.
Yeah, that's
so
fine. That's
I have a backup.
Yeah, you have a backup. A bro back, we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm trying to kill time before I play this dreadful sound.
On the topic, I mean, in terms of your
Do you think this is
sort of
Kevin,
strategy,
Gus, or no?
It's not Kevin.
Okay. Do you feel like that wasn't Kevin in retrospect? Or
No, I still think it is.
Really?
That's crazy.
Until Kevin calls in and can confirm or deny.
Well, he doesn't do that.
I'm just going to ask if
But he doesn't. You're not going to ask him. He doesn't do that.
Kevin has a New Hampshire number too. He's
Trung
said it a few times on the show.
is in for a screening.
he is in for a screening.
Okay.
boy.
All right, that's big. I think that's big. We got to figure that out. What are you putting in there?
Just liquid IV.
He's hurting.
Hydration.
Electrolytes.
You feeling
Watching.
hungover today, or
No, not at all.
So
what are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm just saying I don't feel hungover at all.
Okay.
He was borderline like more normal on the 500 milligrams.
Totally.
kind of
Way more.
Definitely chilled him out. Yeah.
Way more normal. Way more normal. Go ahead, Coleman.
currently you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean,
What do you mean by that?
certainly you tap very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
The interview, right?
Oh, the guy. Oh, give me an example. What else? Give me an example. That's great. What else? What a dick.
Yeah,
I hate
people do
like
that.
That's the worst.
But I think that is kind of. I think that is kind of fair though to be like if,
I know,
if you're
Coleman,
just
it's a joke. I make fun of myself. I do that. I do that. Self-deprecation.
nice.
Consistency.
Hang in there, buddy. Hang in. Jesus Christ. Not all life is Steve Adazio, you know? You gotta move on.
God, fuck Steve Adazio.
Jeez, take it easy.
No, fuck Steve Adazio.
Take it easy, Coleman. So passionate.
No, he was the worst because he completely kicked WZBC Sports, the sports radio.
Whoa! Now you're playing Mutt's cards.
No, he
Some
kicked.
irony to what he's saying right now. by the way.
What is that? WZ?
That's the BC radio station.
Were you part of the?
Yes,
You were
yes.
part of the team.
Not a part of the. I mean, the WZB Sports team.
Who was
yeah.
the play-by-play guy at that point?
That was my roommate.
Who's
Aiden.
that?
Aiden
Aiden who?
Broderick. Good dude.
Aiden Broderick on the call.
On the call,
Who was doing color?
That was me.
Oh, Jack Coleman on color?
Yes.
Can we get some of that?
I got a clip. Yeah.
No, as we found in the past, we don't reach out to people
yeah.
about play-by-play. They tend to freak out on the show if you go.
So what did? Were you guys too critical of the Adazio administration?
No, it wasn't us. It was directors beforehand. Someone wrote a critical article of Adazio, and then they kicked him off the. They kicked us off of the team plane, so we couldn't travel with the team anymore.
Wow.
It was stupid.
You had to fly with Meter doesn't fly with the team, does he?
Room
or
by
does he?
meter.
Oh, Meter definitely flew with the team.
Yeah, I would think that's
Meter and
think he
Scott
does.
Mutrin, Steve Ciaccio, the crew, boys.
Jesus. God Almighty. So what was the? So you hate? So you think that was Adazio?
Yeah, that was fully Adazio.
When I moved back, the first column I wrote for EI.com was the Steve Donahue press conference at BC. Was that the Cornell coach
Steve
who went to like the Sweet 16? They hired him as a basketball coach.
Donahue?
Am I
I
the
don't
name
remember
right?
his name at all. That's
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. No,
You don't remember that guy?
I don't. I mean, Al Skinner, I remember. Certainly Troy Bell, I remember.
Well, he wasn't a coach.
Like some people.
Steve
players.
Donahue, American basketball coach at Penn. He was former head coach at Boston College. He would have got the job in 2010. Yeah, BC, 2010.
How many years was he there? 2, 3?
4, I think. I went there and who's the AD that they all loved? Dino loved him, and
Gene DiFilippo.
yeah, Gene DiFilippo. He pulled me aside. We had lunch together.
Really?
I was like, yeah, that
We
was
got
my big
sweet
thing. Is
talked.
he said that they had considered talking to Gino Auriemma, so I put that in the column, and I was all excited. I got like this just in.
Yes.
Breaking news.
Rob, like, where to use that?
Yeah, Rob was all excited.
I have
We battled trying to fit it into the this just in headline, like,
Like that
BC
big.
colon, like because
Almost
Auriemma
hired
was too
Gino.
long. Gino didn't make any sense. I remember we would make the font smaller. It was completely unreadable. But like, you know, we were all excited, like 4,000 views. Like, fuck yes.
That's good.
Those were the days. Go ahead.
I have play-by-play if you did want to
This
hear.
is you and Aiden.
Yes.
What's Aiden doing now?
He works for a betting company, which I don't want to name.
Why?
I don't know. Different.
You want out? We don't own.
Well, no. Not any. Like, I don't care about him working for it. It's more so Barstool and gambling.
Yeah, people will flee over if Aiden's working.
I just don't want to
What is he
promote
doing
another
there?
brand. Do
we work for any gambling? I don't even know. What do we do?
I think technically we're still under the pen.
Next month until they change
Then we go to
Barstool
ESPN,
to
right?
ESPN Bet. Yeah.
Yep.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can have Jay Harris on the show. It's always been a dream of mine to talk to him for an hour.
Well, if Aiden's hiring, you could put in a good word for Mutt.
That's what I'm saying. We'll talk off the air, Cole.
Does Aiden host a show there?
No, he does more stuff.
Mutt begging for a spot with what's his face?
Emerson Lazio?
No,
my guy.
Mike's guy, the gambling guy, the guy, Little Alex Jones. What's his name? The
big guy.
Who? Betting you bet.
You better you bet.
Oh, Nick Costas?
Talking about great that show was on
Nick's a good
Mustang
guy.
the other day.
Very good. Good for them.
Vomit on my phone.
They do a very good job.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you listen every day.
Not
It's a
every
fucking lie. You never listen.
Not live every day, but it's on 850. I listen to it more than the afternoon
You listen
show.
to it at 8:50 driving around in your car?
Yes, it's good. It's a good show.
You listen to 8:50 a.m. driving around in your car.
Yes, I do.
Of all the shit in the world to listen to, you're listening to that.
I listen to AM radio still. What are you gonna do?
You're insane. Oh, but you want to hear? This was even better. Where was it? Where could I have heard this when I was driving around back in the day, Coleman?
WZBC.
What was the signal?
Was 93.5
FM?
Wasn't that close to
or
90?
90?
No,
sorry,
I don't
I'm
think so.
Drawing a blank on it. It was 90.
Well, we'll get to Bob and that mystery. Let's play the sound first.
Yeah. 90.3.
90. That sounds more accurate.
Never did.
Yep. Here it is.
This beat Monday night in the ratings, by the way.
Oh, shut up.
Coleman liked that one. Go ahead.
Bailey currently in the backfield here.
So that's Aiden.
We know
Second
how
and
it
12. A fake to Bailey, and Jurkovic's lining up a deep ball.
Whoa.
For Flowers.
Whoa.
He's got him.
Whoa.
Flowers on the run. The 20, the 10, 5. Zay Flowers touchdown.
And just like that, quick work for Phil Jerk. There was no doubt that Zay Flowers was going to get that ball. He had all the space in the world.
What analysis
all of the
this is.
separation, looking almost like a Jerry Judy on that one.
Ooh.
And he
Like a
was
like
gone
a
to make
Jew?
the ball in.
What is
Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy.
Look like a little Jewy?
He looks like a goddamn Jew. Jewman. Zay Flowers is wide fucking open.
You brought that mic in for Gus, too.
We had a tough setup.
9.7, the Anti-Smack Radio Network. Fuck Steven Ozio for taking us off the air, right, Aiden? I can't even go on a play anymore. I gotta find Sparrow and find Duck. There's an eagle in the end zone.
Where are you broadcasting that?
We had one mic. We had a tough budget.
Yeah, but why does it sound like shit?
You had one mic?
We had one mic.
Oh, my
Who
God.
produced that? John Rich? Jesus, that's brutal.
We have a call coming in.
All right, hello. Hello.
Kirk, Bob Costas.
Bob, how are you? Wow, this is exciting.
Dude, I was just listening live to the show. Some troubling audio from some play-by-play. I just need a comment
Sure.
from your producer. Israel, Palestine, Coleman, go. Healthy debate, go.
Healthy debate. I hope this whole shit show just ends for us all. How about that?
That's good. Healthy. Bob, can I ask you?
Hey,
Bob, can I ask you a question? I'm sorry, Bob.
Which one's a shit show, Coleman? I mean, you
I'm
put
saying-
yourself in a
Bob's asking a tough question.
I'm saying the world at large. Let's just hope the meteor hits tomorrow and we all fucking end it.
Jesus, Cole.
Negative.
I was looking forward to hearing
darker than my time with OJ. Hey,
Hey, Bob, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I know you're. I used to listen to you. I watch your NBC show later and listen to your radio show when you did it. You're a big fan of motion pictures. A friend of mine, Rico Bosco, has a show, Healthy Debate, which I would like people to subscribe to and watch every day on YouTube. I think 4 o'clock is when it starts. He had The Intern as one of the top 5 Robert De Niro movies of all time. Healthy Debate. Is that an insane take?
I would maybe look into the fact, was he put on the spot? Is there
Well, that's the show. Healthy Debate. That's the show. I'm not sure what to say.
Fair enough. Healthy Debate. Does the intern remind him of his grandfather? Is his grandfather kind of getting up there in age, a little sentimental?
Oh, sure. It's a fine film, but like I might have said to Rico, we're talking Goodfellas, we're talking Raging Bull, we're talking Midnight Run, even The Untouchables, King of Comedy. I mean, it's endless. Taxi driver.
Yeah, I it's a tough one. I mean,
Bob, is all work out in the end in the intern for Robert De Niro's character?
does it all work out in the end? Yes, it does. I mean,
That's good. It's nice. That's nice.
He was still alive, at the end of the movie, which is big.
Right. Okay.
Which is all you can really ask for.
Thank you, Bob. I didn't mean to get emotional. Jeez. I didn't realize I hit a tough spot. Sorry, Bob. Have a good day.
Yeah, listen, it could be worse. Okay, I mean, there's guys like my counterpart or my colleague Marv Albert. He walks around in women's underwear. Like
that's true.
God forbid a guy, misses on De Niro's top 5 films.
Well, I take that. Well, I take that very personally, but yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. You have a producer who might be bombing. Synagogues.
That's true. That is true. This is true.
Listen, hey, Kirk, you look. I listen to your show. Maybe if you didn't play, advocate the bombings like you did a couple years ago with that girl, man. I don't know, man.
That's true. Gina was a factor. That is true, Bob.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I know the fans don't like when the calls go too long, so I will
take it easy, Bob.
I will shut the fuck up, and I will cut it out.
There you go. All right. See you later, Bobby. There you go, Bob Costas.
Him and Montante both very serious lately. He's taking things personally.
At least he's still joking. I'm dreading Montante tomorrow. That's going to be just a humorless.
Well, save those Palestine thoughts for tomorrow.
God,
he had to cut out booze for like 2 days, and it fucked his whole system.
Really?
I mean, he didn't drink at the show.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know if he's doing. He's got Jerry's picks tomorrow. I don't know if he'll have time for the show tomorrow. So why did it sound so bad though, Coleman?
We had one mic,
but still, I mean, it could be a good mic.
And it wasn't.
Let me hear that call again.
David Bailey currently in the
that sounds okay
here.
Because he would sit right in front of it as play-by-play.
So color guy got side.
Where were you guys?
In the press box.
In the press box. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we do have a call from Will coming in, I think.
Oh, okay. Let's take it. Hello.
Hey,
where
Maria.
Where have you been?
Hey, what's going on?
Where have you been?
Oh, I was so in the morning I go and get a coffee and
sure.
I left my phone at my desk.
It's ambitious. I like that.
Yeah.
So it feels like you've disappeared. Right, Gus? Am I wrong?
A little
Go
bit.
ahead, Gus. Well, you were throwing some accusations. Go ahead.
Oh no, just he hasn't responded to the text about if he was available to come in Friday or not, and haven't heard anything.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the answer is no, which is fine. We're just trying to figure out our schedule.
No, I didn't respond back to Gus, and I was kind of hoping that I would be able to bring it up today to my manager to be able to at least get some time off. Just kind of, I wanted to do it kind of closer to the day.
Gotcha.
Kind of stressed that it would be like dire.
Yeah, it's your schedule. It doesn't matter to me at all, right? It's as long as your schedule is okay.
But unfortunately, she's not in today. But I just don't think I can this Friday. But is there any chance I could come in on Sunday? Is that all right?
I mean, we'll figure it out, Will. Okay, goodbye. I'm just sitting. We'll schedule. Jesus Christ.
He's just waiting to see if Jim Murray calls him to see if.
Jesus.
God, don't you want to ask ahead of time instead of last minute? You want to wait until last minute?
I mean, he's got a job. If he's working that day, I don't want him to not work. I get that. But it seems like I don't. If he doesn't want to do it, don't do it. Doesn't bother me.
Very very aloof there. That call.
My company has emails, so
that's the other thing.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't mind a couple songs sent in. Maybe I enjoyed Will's songs.
Yeah,
maybe,
he doesn't. He unlike Coleman, who works hard. Steve, the other KM, King Mick, like these guys. Kirk
your video guy in
Cam.
Plymouth. What was his name? He was great. A guy did all your video with Plymouth, the live show.
Fasoli?
No.
Forgetting
Shane
Mudgett.
Shane
works hard.
Who?
Oh, Plymouth.
Shane.
Kid
He
with
did
the
a
weird
good job.
butthole.
Plymouth. Oh, Plymouth.
He ran around all day and took video all day.
Yeah.
Sorry,
the meat guy. He's great.
Yeah.
Shane's great.
Yes.
The asshole guy. Shane's great. Yeah. No, we love Shane. Augustus. I'm not sure what Augustus is really doing, but I think he works hard. I don't really know.
He does.
Yeah,
it's the passion he has for the show.
Yeah, he's passionate for the show. If Will doesn't care about the show, he doesn't care about the show. We can't force it. You can't do that. All right. What else?
This was pretty interesting to me.
I have Coleman on his old mic from now on, his old BC.
That was the Augustus mic.
Just give it Augustus mic.
He got some words. Yeah, call again. We'll hear you again on that. Sorry, I want to hear one more time. All right. You're fired up for that touchdown, Coleman.
Yeah,
Zay Flowers.
Young
Bailey
Jerry
currently
Judy.
in the backfield here. 2nd and 12. A fake to Bailey, and Jurkovic's lining up a deep ball for Flowers. He's got him. Flowers on the run. The 20, the 10, 5. Zay Flowers.
Hold on, real
touchdown.
quick, before we get to you. Is that during COVID?
Yes.
That's fake crowd noise in the background, right?
I believe
Definitely.
It's a little much.
Yeah, no, there,
I didn't even notice it.
Yes.
I think there's a later part in the game too where
It's the same. Play it again if you can just hear the noise. Go
Yep.
back to your boy's call.
The backfield here.
Here.
A fake to Bailey, and Jurkovic's lining up a deep ball for Flowers. He's got him.
Krog,
Flowers on the
it's
run.
no louder. Like, they just stay the same.
There's no one in the
20.
stands.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it at BC?
yes.
Yeah.
I think later in the game he says like stand up cardboard fans or something.
Oh, Aiden.
There you go.
He's always breaking down that wall. Let me hear you out. Let me hear that.
Leaning into
Let me
it.
hear you on that, Cole.
The 10, 5. Zay Flowers touchdown.
And just like that, quick work for Phil Zerk. There was no doubt that Zay Flowers was going to get that ball. He had all the space in the world, all of the separation, looking almost like a Jerry Judy on that one, and he was gone the minute
Crowd
the
is
ball landed.
crazy right now.
We have to go
Hey,
back.
Jerry
I gotta pick this nit. He mispronounces the quarterback's name.
Who did?
Did you not know the quarterback's name?
No, I said Phil Jerk.
It's Jurkovich, right?
Yeah, but as like shorthand, Phil Jerk.
Come on. Don't you know that?
Chestnut Thrill.
Yeah, the
Chestnut
Chestnut
Phil.
Yeah, you don't know that?
I did not know
You're
that.
not a BC guy. Meter would know that.
He would.
Yeah.
Gus, you did play-by-play of Rick, right?
I did.
So
I'd
a bunch
love-
of
I'd
play-by-play
love to
guys
hear
here.
that.
I have play-by-play. I can bring some in.
For what?
Basketball and baseball. I've done. I've actually tried to find it, but the old TV station, we can't pull it up in the archives. But we're working on it.
Great. Can't wait to hear that. All right, what else?
So I was saying this was pretty interesting to me. Caleb Williams, the projected number 1 overall pick.
Did you see the Jeff Tulo tweet?
Yeah, awesome. Which one? Chills.
He has a woman whispering into a man's ear. It says, "Babe, wake up! It's Pat Ford Day."
I saw that.
I didn't see that. People criticize Jeff Tulo. They're nuts.
Oh, he's
He's
upset.
the
I
biggest
love
fan
it.
of the show there is right now.
His stock went way up last week in my mind.
Yeah.
I knew him as like the trivia guy, and he was excellent as a producer. Could tell he cared about the show.
Loves the show.
Could tell he loves the show.
Fan show at Barstool, right?
To
Fan of
the
show
point where fans make him annoyed, which I like. So
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Go ahead, Cole.
Mayo, not fan.
I was just saying,
Mayo stinks, but yeah.
Caleb Williams, the projected number 1 pick.
I saw this. He
year,
wants. Was that real?
wants partial ownership of the next team he plays for.
Bad start.
How does that work?
I
Is there
don't
just no
exactly
rules
know.
now because
I
of
think
the
Rodgers got
yeah.
or tried to do that with the Jets or got that partially with the Jets.
It's like
NFL said it's
pretty
not allowed,
established.
but
It's a bad sign that he's saying that he's not going to go in the draft if it's not a team he wants.
Yeah,
to
coming
fall
off his
to
worst
as
game
well.
where he
So,
sucked against
3
Notre Dame.
picks.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't go near him. I obviously have a relationship with the organization. I would tell them not to go near the
Are you going to talk to whoever's making the
Yeah,
decisions
I'll be in
about
the
your
room.
official take?
I'll be in the room.
Okay, respect that.
Yeah, I would be in the room. I wouldn't take him with the first pick. Nope. I wouldn't go near Marvin Harrison Jr. You're not taking a wide receiver with the first pick.
Nope.
I would, the problem is it's not that second quarter. It's the kid from North
There's
Carolina.
a bunch of
guy?
quarterbacks. Kid,
North
is it
Carolina,
Moy?
Oregon.
There's a bunch of quarterbacks.
People at Barstool told me they like the kid from North Carolina better.
Yep.
I like that campus. Harry and I had breakfast there.
I
So
went
consider
there.
that quarterback.
I went to my tour of schools. That was my number 1 dream school was North Carolina.
Really, just because of the basketball, or
Because of basketball and the campus was gorgeous. And so
It's a great campus.
We got there and you go to the orientation there and they say, you need a minimum, if you're out of state, of at least 2 AP classes. So, well, this is not.
That was it, huh?
This is
You're
not
done?
going for me. We get lunch in the
having me.
cafeteria. You got some North Carolina gear. We can go home.
Chapel Hill's a great
Went
town.
to Elon after that. That didn't work out.
That's where Rob's kids went.
I know,
A couple of
yeah.
them. Yeah. That's a good little school. North Carolina.
Nice area.
North Carolina's
Very
a great
nice area,
state.
yeah.
It's a great state. It's flying up my charts. So he wants how much ownership? Who's his agent?
his agent is.
Can he have one now?
Why not?
With NIL deals, I guess you
I
probably
see it
can.
listed.
Yeah.
Just his representatives had been making it known that he wants it.
Good luck.
See if I
I
find
mean,
something.
I don't know enough. I watched a little bit of Notre Dame. Is he supposed to be like? Is he like John Elway was or Peyton Manning?
He's very good, but again, he was so bad against Notre Dame. We're at the point where the North Carolina kid in some mock drafts has now been flip flop with Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I would not be doing that. I would not be giving him anything. That's just me. What do I know? What else?
Troy Aikman's girlfriend.
GF? Did you almost say?
I have it written as GF.
I figure you probably did. Yeah. Yeah, what happened? She stole something? Or?
She was using her employee
Did she
discount.
work there?
Apparently, yeah. She works at Nordstrom's. Was using her employee discount. I think
What's wrong with that?
racked up $3,000 to $4,000
Phone bills?
No.
Okay, she's not that stupid. All right. Yeah.
but racked up that amount of charge.
But she worked
through
there.
Her discount.
What's the problem?
That
She used to
they're
work there a long
supposed
time
to
ago?
get 30%, and apparently she was like taking 50% off. So she was giving herself more of a discount than
How does it
what
work
she
at
was
Home
supposed
Depot for you, Mutt?
They're actually a good deal there.
Is it good? Yeah.
Good. Sneaky Home Depot move. Find the bags that are already opened, 50% off.
Is that true?
How about that?
Nice.
You get grass seed this year? What do you? Jeez, it's just a deal.
I like.
Just trying to help the
I'm a
people
Home
out there.
Depot guy. I can wander around Home Depot all day.
One of my
You do,
favorite
yeah.
smells in the world.
Great. It's not as good as a local hardware store smell, but it's a good smell.
There's still good local hardware stores. Ours closed in town.
Yeah,
got a
there's still
great
good-
one.
Which town are you in?
Warwick, Rhode Island.
What town? What's that called?
Salks.
Salks?
SALKS.
No, I
Yep.
can't go there.
No, it's
That's
right.
You all deformed there?
Oh, don't.
What?
Not
They had a great one, Lord and Hardware in Pepperell, closed years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one in Winchester is still. You go in there and you just. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know how to work.
Well, you
anything in
love
there.
that. I mean, you're always out in the yard, always doing
No,
something.
but I like to walk around there. And
to pretend.
And you can kill time at like a Home Depot. You can look at some of the bathrooms. They have the nice bathrooms set up. They have the sheds. You can kind of walk around.
Well, you can call your lawn guy who calls in occasionally.
Yes.
Get him
Well, yeah,
some-
well, not
Gets
anymore.
hung up on.
Hung up on. Yes, Jesus God. So what's the situation then with Aikman's girlfriend, GF?
But basically, that she was just effectively they deemed her stealing. From
How was
the
it stealing
store.
though? What am I missing? I don't understand. She worked there. She had she worked at Current.
She took a bigger discount than she should have.
She was also using another employee's discount.
Oh, you
code.
can't be doing that. Should you get fired then? She was actually working there.
That's what I don't get about the whole thing.
$10 million a year.
Why is she working there?
So I've already listened to this and heard about this. This was like minute 6 or minute 7 of Beyond Average this morning. Mick made it.
They
seem
did
so-
this?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
it's
what do you have to- what do Mick have
top
to
of the
say?
show. Top of
What
the
do you
show.
have to say?
This is clarity on the discount portion because Mick and his brother or cousin just made it out that she was like stealing, like just taking clothes off the rack.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't.
She's helping out the Saudis.
I'm not a big. I don't know, I'm not a big Nordstrom guy. My dad liked that, so I'm not a big Nordstrom.
I'm just
guy.
Miltons, strictly Miltons.
Well, so am I. But I'm just saying in general. I was never. Not my thing. I don't know.
Nope, did not go there.
We got to get to. I think maybe next week will be Milton's. Maybe. Big show coming up by the way, which we've not announced yet. 2 weeks from yesterday, Tuesday, October 31st, will be my first 50th birthday celebration show.
Yeah.
October 31st.
First of 2, correct?
Correct. 2 weeks from yesterday, October 31st, we'll be celebrating my 50th birthday for the first time. I would like a big show for that, Coleman.
Okay.
Big. Gus, I want a big show for that.
Can do.
I want gifts. I want to be honored. I want things to happen.
Really?
So I'm asking much. I don't ask for that stuff much. I would like some stuff.
I'm very surprised that you're making a big deal about the big birthday.
Only turned 50 twice.
Okay, that's fair.
You got to do it. Yeah.
Live on location, you want to do it here in studio?
I think we'll do it here. I wouldn't mind doing it at Winchester Hospital where I was born.
Huh.
Dr. O'Grady is dead, though. The guy who brought me into the world. The first face I assume I saw. He's dead. My mom who birthed me is dead. My father who's in the room is dead. And I don't know the names of the nurses who were there as well. So that's the best I can do. Everyone that's dead that I'm aware of.
But you
guys
could
try
do
to
the
find
show
the
live
nurses?
from the lobby, potentially.
The lobby's
the
not the
waiting
same.
room.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it from the house at 12 Sumac Street in Billerica, where I grew up, where I lived the first 9 years. But
I'm right down the road. I can come
We've
by.
tried that, and the people who bought the house from my parents have been not particularly into it so far. Yeah, they're hoarders too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and they keep building additions to it, and it looks lousy.
Look like your house anymore or no?
No, the house I grew up till I was like 9 was small. It was one bathroom was like 1,200 square feet. It's like your house in Chelmsford.
Sure. Make the best way you have.
I mean, our bathroom was indoors.
Oh, shut up.
What?
It's not an outhouse. It's an actual bathroom.
Is it?
You've used my bathroom. Yes. Can't give.
I have a shower, but yeah,
As a shower.
And when it rains, the kids go outside and head and shoulders and go to work. No?
No, an actual working bathroom. Yeah.
You have multiple bathrooms.
I have one bathroom.
Oh, you do?
One bathroom home, yes.
You're the worst man cave in America, though.
It's not really a man cave. That's more
No?
like the office area.
You've claimed it's a nice man cave.
Hey, you said it's a
I've
good
it
man cave before.
The other side, much better. We redid the basement side of it.
Yourself?
We did, yeah.
That's unbelievable. I actually admire that. I would have no idea how
We
to
do in the backyard right now.
What do you mean?
We moved I moved a lilac tree from one spot in the yard to another. We leveled out.
How do you do that? I would have no idea how to do that.
I went on YouTube, found out how far to dig out.
Right. That's probably what I would do.
Took me 2 days to dig it out.
Yeah.
Cut 1/3 of it, move 1/3 to a different area.
With what?
What do you mean with what?
What do you cut it with?
It's not that like a saw, like a hand saw. You can eventually, once you get it out of the ground.
Yeah.
Had needed help to get it out.
How big
weighed
is the
like
tree?
80. Was like an 80-pound
Okay.
huge tree.
So you just replant it?
Took 1/3 of it and replanted a different area.
So do you seed it? Like, what do you do?
dug the hole, put fertilizer in the hole.
Right.
We have my wife does composting, of course. So we took some of the compost there with the rich soil, put it in, watered it, put the tree in. They have to heavily water it the first 2 weeks, and it looks like it survived.
What was the point of doing that?
It was in the middle of the yard. The kids want an actual yard to play.
Play catch.
Yeah, we're gonna take down. Which I don't know how to do. Maybe you know how to do this. How do you get rid of an old swing set without putting on Craigslist and saying, "Come to my house and get this stupid swing set"? I have no idea.
We didn't even have one. I don't think, because my parents were like, they had one. And I was kind of like, that was kind of my biggest fear. I was like, we could always, where we lived, we could always walk to like 5 of them. I was like, that's why I was like, I don't want to fucking deal with it one day.
I'm dreading doing the Facebook.
Because kids don't really even like
marketplace.
They don't really like swing sets.
They hate it right now, and they're just take it down. They want the football field. They just want to play catch. And so we leveled out the ground where the tree was. We're building a brick walkway.
Don't you just yank it out and just put it essentially like in a town dump or something?
Might be. It's not good enough to sell or even give away.
Yeah, you don't even want that.
It's not in great condition.
Right. So you just yank it out and then just.
That's why I'm here today. If you want to come take the swing set,
my childhood friends they just had a massive tree on a hill in their front yard and just would hang swings from that. So it was nice and easy.
Easy to get rid of too.
Exactly.
That's nice.
It was
pain in the
awesome.
ass.
Best swings ever.
That's pretty impressive, the tree work he did. My
Thank you,
dad's
buddy.
my dad's a landscaper. He tore his ACL, so we're looking for somebody to kind of take his spot for the rest
Why
of the
don't you
season.
take over
If you
landscaping?
wanna get back into work.
Mutt's landscaping.
But Nansky and Sons Landscaping. What do you think? Legit thought about it during the last couple of weeks out in the
Why are you
yard.
putting your sons in the business?
Because eventually I can hand it over to them.
Maybe they want to do something else.
They go. That's not something to. I think Manansky and Sons, the family connotation, may sell people on the idea.
I think Mutt's landscaping is better.
MUTS, like with a
MUT. Why?
Oh, Muttstack Landscaping.
Mutscape.
Can maybe work out a deal
Mutscape.
with Cully's Consulting.
Mutscaping.
That's true. Maybe you could do Cully's when he sells stuff. You could do his landscape.
Oh wait, what if he does the video commercials for the infomercials for the landscaping?
He would do
company?
that. I'll tell you, my landscaper
not a bad
makes
idea.
a fucking killing. He's not out there doing the fucking
He has time to call your show. Yeah,
No, I mean, the guy who owns the company is making a fucking fortune.
right now especially. Yes,
It's unbelievable how much it costs. It's crazy. Yeah. I think. I don't know.
Do you know? Or does your wife just?
No, I don't know anything. I don't know. I don't know anything. What else, Coleman?
You see this guy who was in jail and basically paid his way out by submitting a parlay that would then hit. I saw him about 2 weeks earlier where he hit an entire parlay, won, and then this week again he came up again. Apparently his bond was $10,000. He made out with nearly 14 grand, and he was on his way out.
Is this the video Big Cat put out? It was.
So that's
I assume
my
this
thing.
is fake.
That's definitely fake.
I started to think it was fake as well, because there's no way 2 weeks in a row you're nailing 6+
That's why I explain to my kids watching YouTube. They're not, all these trick shots these guys are doing. It's edited. It's not real. They didn't understand that these are edited things. Coleman, I think that's
and then
a fake.
They
video.
show you that video and say, "Dad, nobody wins parlays." They then tell you how it works.
They don't win 2 huge parlays.
Yeah.
Like
Does it work that way?
To get themselves out of jail. Yes. Pay bond
So
that way.
it was a conversation with Trung about this movie.
So I was talking with him last night, and I said, would you be interested if there was one night we do a live viewing of Green Eyes? Would you be interested in coming forward? And he was like, yeah, I'd love to. He even wanted he had me.
Did you talk to his translator or did you talk to him?
I talked to him.
Okay.
I talked to him, and then he even wanted me to reach out to Dr. Jingle. He loved the song.
He liked the song.
Loved the song.
He's listening to the show now.
Yes.
So Trung is listening right now.
It's all full circle.
That's exciting, isn't it?
I had actually hoped I got bumped for Trung today. I would have been okay with that.
If you come on, we would have. That's for sure.
Would have stayed home.
You're talking about moving trees and fucking quarterbacks. I mean, Trunk's bringing it. The guy's been subject of major motion pictures.
We need Trunk Seltz.
Did he say he would come on?
Yeah.
By the way, I was looking at these two guys on your team suck.
Who, Bob and Joe?
Yes, they
Well,
suck.
Bob wasn't there last night, so
what were the numbers then?
74, 97, 84.
For who?
For Bob.
I thought you said he wasn't there.
He wasn't there, but he pre-bowled, so he went earlier in the week.
Oh, right.
So
What a fucking image that is.
So that's
What an image that is.
Do you need a witness when you
somebody has to
pre-bowl?
see that.
Someone
No,
to watch?
there should be.
Oh, that's
what?
bullshit.
I give Bob credit.
But no, but the thing is,
He
it's all,
didn't lie.
it's all automatic scoring. So if you're cheating, like you can see where you have to correct your score.
Couldn't you just throw a big ball down there and
No.
kind of take some credit? No.
That'll break the lane.
You gotta get rid of Bob.
No, I can't get rid of Bob. Can't
Why?
get rid of anyone on the
Certainly
team. The team's the team.
The team stinks.
They suck though.
We have good weeks. We have bad weeks. It's duckpin bowling.
When is there openings for the league?
At the end of the year, if people don't come back.
You do that, Coleman, or no?
I'm kind of down, yeah.
Where is it?
I think I
It's
can
in
tear it up.
It's in Warren. It's close to you.
You must
It's
know
only
where
about
that is,
35
no?
minutes.
Yeah.
How long is it from here?
From here?
Yeah.
About an hour.
That's fine.
I still think I could do
Yeah,
it.
no, it's not bad at all.
Coleman and the Bros in Southie going down, taking on.
So, I mean, that Carl's Bowling, which is
into
duck pin, I've gone over 100 there a bunch of times.
Yeah, getting over 100 is not hard.
Well, fucking Bob can't do it.
Bob's a disaster.
Yeah.
But that's good. His average isn't above 100. So all I care about is his average. His average is like in the 80s.
Don't you want it to be higher?
It? No, I want it to be, it's handicapped. So the lower the average
I agree
now.
with that.
Sandbagger.
Trust me, he's not a sandbagger.
Jesus. Well, all right. So you lost last night.
We lost 3 out of 4. So
when's your next week?
Next Tuesday. Get back on the horse. Try again.
Okay.
You practice during the week?
No.
You know?
No, I just don't. I'll show up depending on my schedule. I'll try to get there maybe 30 minutes early and like just throw a couple just to warm up before the actual warm up starts. But other than that, we just show up, have a good time.
I'm not asking to judge. I'm just curious. So 500 milligrams of edibles yesterday.
Yes.
Do you then put those heavy IPAs on top of the edibles last night, or did you avoid drinking during the game?
No, I had some IPAs at night.
The level of normal he was is kind of like concerning.
Well, I think he's has issues.
He has ADHD, and that probably chills him out.
He probably
yeah.
needs that. Seriously, probably, right?
Most people have like 5 or 10. Like one of the gummies is 5.
No one's ever had 500 before. I appreciate Justin being honest, but I don't believe. I mean,
he did yesterday.
He definitely did it.
I don't believe it.
It was.
You think Justin's lying?
For the way he was acting on 500 milligrams of THC?
It was maybe a tad shy, maybe 490 something.
Well, you must have a massive tolerance then.
Justin was hanging around in the area because he was nervous. He was going to kill him.
I love Justin not wanting to work, but also hanging out for the show. I like that aspect of Justin. As you roll your eyes.
Texted Mike, I'm in studio today.
What? The night of that live show with VFW, and I told him to go for a walk, and we couldn't find him for 5 hours. I thought he killed himself that night.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. I really did. I was like, shit. I didn't really care he was dead, but I was like, I'm fucked. I have to deal with fucking assholes like Shirley and all this stuff because this idiot decided to kill himself.
Worked out for everybody.
Oh, it sure did. Yeah, for Justin, definitely. Well, for Miltons, where Justin will be next week. We do love Justin. Are you going, Mutt?
If I'm invited, I'll make the trip, sure.
Right, fall's almost here. I think it is here. And Milton's, a store for men, is everything you need to stay warm and look good during this transition to winter. Henley's, hoodies, coats, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vine, Johnny O's. This, I believe, is Vineyard Vine. Peter Millar, Faraday, South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or at the Burlington Mall. You can shop online, of course, at Miltons.com. Get all your stuff for fall, winter, weddings, buy one, get one free. Suit event, of course, continues to roll on. You go to Miltons.com. We'll be there next week. Gus, Coleman, myself, Mike, Justin, Mutt. Am I forgetting anybody who's invited or no?
I think you said Josh the other day.
You're trying to get Josh laid, yeah.
He's got his own place now.
I mean, what's he doing?
Not much. That's why I was surprised with the call. I was like, all right,
okay.
that's
I think we move
up to
on.
you.
I think we move on from Josh, I think, right?
He's a very small part of the show. Is he helping? That's those guys.
So he does
just asked him, idiot.
So he does help out. It's Tuesday, Thursdays that are tough for him, so he really doesn't do as much then. He's offered on Fridays to be able to come in and help out. So, nothing
Bad
too
V,
crazy.
though. I don't think we need him around.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't know.
It's a good run, Josh.
He intrigues me, though. I don't
does?
know. A little bit, yeah.
What does he do?
Well, just the whole not really knowing the show, but also, committing
thin,
to it.
Though. Yeah.
But it's just a nice little
He's a nice kid.
side character.
I've gone back to his top 10 list multiple times.
It's a good list. Yeah. Was his uncle on it or something?
It's a guy.
Well, he's the pizza guy.
I've got him into the show, yeah.
He had the pizza guy?
I wouldn't
Which
be here
pizza
without
guy?
the pizza guy.
Pizza
Joe.
trip that led him to Josh getting the
that's
opportunity.
True. That is true. That is true. So go to Miltons.com, please, right now. Oh, there are 3 great locations. What? We have a game, you said? Oh, yeah. Question. What do you have?
I both, if you like.
Game is good. What game do you have first? We'll do the game first. You have an actual game?
Well, I mentioned Troy Bell in Boston College. I like to know just how little Coleman knows about sports. I don't get Coleman yet. I don't get if he's a bro. Is he a sports guy? Like I said to you off the air,
He's a nerd.
But I guess it's
a combo of all 3.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I guess so. But there's a couple of basic Boston College questions I was hoping to ask. Now you can ridicule these questions.
Sure.
But I tried to write them sort of in trivia fashion. Things that if you went to Boston College and you consider yourself a sports fan, I think you would know. Okay, right? Now these are a little bit.
Well, I know these or no?
You would. You'll know all of these.
Like,
these are easy.
Like who caught Flutie's pass?
Easy. That is what's part of one of the
who
questions.
Who caught Flutie's pass?
I don't even know. I just know the Flutie.
That's really bad.
Again, I just know.
Who they play?
Can I read the question? Can I read the question?
Miami.
Stealing all this material.
Miami, right?
Yes. Who's the quarterback?
It's Flutie.
Okay. What's his brother's name?
Ryan?
No. I mean, I have a brother, Ryan.
I know. That's kind of why it hit me first.
Good. You know his parents died like an hour apart?
Really?
That's true. Did you know that, Mike?
Did not know that, no.
Yes.
You type these in all capital letters, your questions?
All caps, yeah. It's easier to read all caps. When you read a script or a... Absolutely.
Go ahead. I mean the guy.
Well, you took it. In 1984, Doug Flutie famously connected on a Hail Mary pass to beat this national power. He got that right, and the bonus is going to be who he threw it to. In 1990...
Who did he throw it to? Just so I...
Gerard Phelan.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that.
We were friends with my dad.
Really?
Yeah. Nice guy.
In 1993... the Boston College Eagles shocked the world by upsetting then #1 and national title contender Notre Dame in South Bend. The game was won on a field goal at the buzzer. Who was the kicker who won the game for Boston College?
I know that happened, but I just don't know.
It's David Gordon, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
but
no
that's
idea.
like a general sort of Boston College. If you went to Boston College and you're a sports fan, you would know.
I guess.
The
should know that.
The following March,
bad.
right? March of '94, then at #9 seed, Boston College men's basketball team upset this #1 seed in the second round of the NCAA tournament.
We've mentioned the school today.
Famously on the cover of SI.
We've mentioned the school today.
Oh.
I'm trying to help him
Give him a
out.
fucking answer.
Am I?
He still does not have it.
If this happened, Jeff wouldn't settle for this.
Wait.
These kids took AP courses.
Yes, sir. Was it
Jerry Stackhouse was there.
Was it
Oh, no.
Wait, I forget who we talked about. That's what's throwing me
Dean
off.
Smith was a coach.
It's still not helping.
Was Dean Smith actually the coach at that point?
Yes,
He
it
still
was.
there.
Yeah,
He was still there.
saying
Stackhouse was on that team.
Was it UConn?
Yes, exactly.
UConn!
I thought that's what we said.
Coach of UConn?
I thought that's what we said.
No, Carolina.
Oh.
Dean
all right.
Smith is a coach of UConn?
I just, yeah.
Do you
It's
know who
tough.
Dean Smith is?
No, not really. I just like there's things like that I just don't
When he
really
didn't know
care
Troy
about.
Bell, I knew it. There is such. Oh, this is. I know it's the
He was
'90s.
the color guy for broadcasting, too.
It's a disgrace. I feel bad for Aiden. Go ahead.
Can I give one more tied into his
You're
news?
not going to know it.
This is pretty good. Well, you should know this one. Also in 1994, O.J. Simpson and his buddy Al Cowlings famously jumped in a white Bronco, led the most famous police chase of all time. The chase interrupted a sporting event between two teams. What was the sporting event? Who were the two teams?
I don't fucking know.
What does that have to do with BC?
What? No.
BC.
What's the other fandom that he has?
This isn't
famously.
a BC one.
Oh,
It's a good point.
So
This is,
it,
it
Good
wouldn't
point.
have any
But
fan.
you said BC.
This was supposed to be the bonus, but you fucked it up by taking one of my
was
questions.
it the finals? 94 finals?
Nixon who?
Knicks and Rockets.
You got
You
it.
did. Well, you gave him the Knicks.
Pat Riley coaching.
In his
He was.
defense, he was not. He wasn't born for any of these.
I wasn't born to that. Bernie Carbo had a big home run for the Red Sox. Wasn't born. You would think you would know.
What game was that?
I was trying to help.
78 World Series?
78 World Series.
No, against the Reds. 75 World Series.
They weren't in the
Cincinnati
78
Reds.
World Series. They lost to the Yankees
lost, yes.
game 163. So you can't, don't be that guy, man. You didn't get
I'm
it right.
not that guy, but
You just said it. I knew it. You didn't know that.
I said 75.
No, you said 78.
No, you said 70. I said 75.
No, you said 78.
Play the tape back, Augustus.
What game was it?
Game 6?
It was game 6. Was that the last home run of that game?
No, it certainly was not.
Okay. Who pitched in game 7? Who's the starting pitcher in game 7 for the Red Sox?
Al Cowlings.
Anyway. But don't let him get away. He didn't know shit either.
Yeah, no. I mean, for me, it's like
we opened the show with me not knowing shit. Herbert Hoover.
I had 4 years of just going to the school. I focused, I guess, more on the time while I was there. Like, I don't really care about historical.
That's bad. But
stats
you should know
in relation
about
to my
who
team.
caught the pass. Isn't there a fucking statue there for that or no?
It's
most
the
famous
flute.
play in
It's
college
just-
basketball.
but
It's college football history.
It's just
or one
flute.
of, right?
Is there a
One of the three
I don't
most
know if
famous
it's
plays in
statue.
college football history?
Yeah,
I'd
that
say the
Matt
biggest.
Liner play, that Reggie Bush play, USC.
That's not as famous, I don't think.
I'm giving you top 3 plays.
I'll give you the Alabama Auburn one. The
Woody Hayes punching a player, probably pretty famous.
The field goal.
Yeah, and the Stanford game, maybe the
band on
on the field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
I would
It's
say.
probably those 3.
How the hell would you know?
I watch some highlight tapes sometimes. I don't know.
This is not. It's not a roll. There's fucking ask about roller coasters. I don't know that.
I didn't know that either. apparently.
But that's a. I like
Somebody
that he-
reads. Do you pay attention to anything you read or no?
Yeah, I live in the moment. I go moment to moment and just enjoy everything as it's there.
Definitely of the forest. I'll say that.
I had one other note, or for the.
What's like? So your purpose of that was to humiliate a 23-year-old.
No, I was curious just where the level was, because when he didn't know the Troy Bell question, I was
The level
again,
is 0. I don't think you
out mowing
dispute
the
that,
lawn
right?
and stopped
Yeah,
and
no.
said, "Can't believe he didn't know the Troy Bell, Minnesota." And I said, "What does he know about Boston College?" I was trying to think of 3
Troy Bell,
big
Minnesota. What
Boston
do you
College moments. You were quizzing him about Troy Bell and Boston College and Craig Smith, and you didn't know who Troy Bell was. I said, "Well,
I think
what's
someone called in for that and asked.
his level of Boston College knowledge?"
0.
We found out. That's the question. That was
troubling. I would agree.
I think we knew.
4-pack of questions.
It's bad. It's bad. I don't disagree. That's bad.
Made you laugh.
Stuff. What?
Made you laugh. What's all
You
that
did a good
matters?
job. Take it easy.
Thanks,
Jesus
Dad.
Christ.
Thanks, buddy.
God, what's wrong with you? Jesus.
Nothing's wrong with me.
That's a lot. Humiliate kids. Fine. Jesus. Loser. What did you have? You had a question you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought Mike and Peltz, who was lifeless yesterday. Tough.
Peltz is not
appearance.
Peltz is not here to be like a great guest.
That was apparent. That was
funny
apparent.
to look at him.
That was. I'm not a good guest either, but it wasn't apparent.
I understand he's back in the good graces too, but the whole Milton thing, how he still wouldn't go pick up the suit,
Very
even though
weird.
he wants to give it to him, I think that's insulting.
Would you admit when he admitted on the
Yeah,
air
to Miltons.
that in Maine, while the live show was going on, he drove by a couple times, is a top 3
Doesn't surprise me.
crazy
Doesn't surprise
Minahan
me.
comment.
Doesn't surprise me at
Listen to the
all.
show a lot. Top 3 all
Doesn't
time.
surprise me at all.
Joanne in the passenger seat.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Do you think they lowered the windows just to hear a little?
I'm not surprised at all.
Is a video playing right
That surprised you? I wasn't surprised at all.
Yes, that's some psychotic
These people
behavior.
don't want to miss anything.
Psychotic behavior. Well, to the point where he lied. He didn't lie about it. You bullied him into getting married and he had to back out.
That is true. That is true. But Mike and Peltz, what?
They missed this. So
missed what?
First, you called it a snide comment. Then you called it a snide comment again. And
Called what a snide? I'm sorry.
When you were when you're going after, when you were playing the token CEO sound from yesterday.
Yep.
You made a couple of comments about a snide comment Erica made to you, and then you called it something else a third time in the span of 10 minutes. And I was yelling, like I'm sure a lot of people were, ask Kirk what the comment was. I'm not sure you can say it on the air, but you clearly were perturbed about something Erica said to you.
I agree with that.
In a room with financial people. And then you just alluded to it to start the show today.
I did?
You did. You alluded to talking to somebody off the air about a conversation.
Maybe it wasn't that, but yeah.
Maybe it wasn't. I was just curious if you wanted to share the snide comment, or if you could. What bothered you so much? You mentioned it 3 times in passing yesterday.
No, I'm not going to say who I talked to about it. I talked to them, texted them yesterday. It was not a sad day or a bad day. We had a good conversation about it. No, I don't want to.
Okay.
No, I just think it's going to lead.
You just mentioned it 3
things
times.
are good with the
like
show
you were-
right now. I don't need
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
It was. I could have misread it too. Okay. I definitely could have misread it, but it annoyed me. So I could
tell.
But life goes on. I mean,
You could reach out to her assistant to see if they could share that information.
Who's that? Erica's assistant?
Yeah.
Well, which one?
Does she have multiple?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know either.
I
I
don't think
figured she
anybody
had-
got laid off. I don't think, but we could check. I don't know that. We could take a look. I have no idea. But yeah, she has a business to run. So I get it. Like she's been a great boss to me. So I'm not gonna bite the hand that feeds me. I'm not interested.
I got you. Just the way you mentioned it 3 times, I was like, well, Mike, you can ask him about it.
Yeah. Mike's thinking next joke. It's fair. It's got to be back now, I think. But no, everything. I think everything's fine.
Everything's good?
I think so. I don't know. Nobody's saying to me, yeah, everything's good. I don't, I'm not going to, I just don't worry about stuff like that. If she's upset at me or somebody else says they're upset at me, I can't live my life worried about what these people, anybody, just do the show. And if they don't like it, then don't listen to it.
And I thought you
reach
did-
out and complain. I don't care.
It was very good advice that you should
What's
be able
that?
to ask for a raise no matter what's going on around.
Of course.
I have no
Yeah,
balls to do
crazy.
it, but it was good advice.
They always, right. But they can always say no. I mean, Coleman could Gus could, right now I would say no, but in a year from now, I think or 6 months, if they feel like the show's growing and we're making money, anytime you want, I can always shelve it or say yes or say no. But like I said at one point yesterday, and I've gotten more and more as I've gotten older, especially with my parents, like you do live once. That's it. So do what you want. Ask for what you want. People can always say piss off, or you may have a conversation. You find out your value at that point. But I think it's wild to be like, don't ask for some. Why?
Would you think less of someone for asking for a raise? Would it change your opinion of them as an? That's why I wonder.
If whoever, somebody at Barstool who's not contributing, asked for some outrageous raise, I would think of less of them from an intelligence perspective. But if somebody's working hard, goes and says, hey, I've done this, and this. I'm making this. I'd like to make this, and it's reasonable. Certainly not. Yeah. Of course not. I don't.
Well, you're in that position. You're kind of a boss now. You've never done this before, right?
Yeah. I mean, when I was at EI, I renegotiated my contract like 6 times.
Remember those conversations? Yeah.
I've done that. I've signed 3 deals here. Until they say, hey, you're capped here. We're not doing it. Then you should, when you have the chance. Like I just signed the deal. Am I going to reach out to them 3 weeks from now and say, hey, no, of course not. When the time comes,
It'd be funny if you did after that conversation.
I mean, I'll say this, if something happened where I thought I deserved it, I would be like, let's relook at it. And they can always say, you're crazy. Fuck off. And they say, oh, okay, I'll see you in 2 years or 3 years or whatever. I don't think that's, I don't think that's crazy.
I don't either.
There's nothing wrong with asking. I think she's probably aggravated by the people that barely made it through layoffs come in saying they
I
want
agree.
more money.
That's probably true.
frustrating she's
I
coming
think that's
from.
probably true. That's probably true. But Erica's great. Her and Dave have been the greatest bosses I've ever had. So people misconstrue things. I saw you. It's not that at all. I can get annoyed with people and then it goes away. What else?
I saw you tweeting out that Fletch was the best comedy of the 1980s.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't seen it.
I believe
admittedly, but
So you have an opinion on it, though you haven't seen it.
I don't have an opinion on it, but I just thought that there was others that.
Well, how the hell would you know if you haven't
potentially
seen it?
would've Been better. I don't know.
Well, how the hell would you know? You haven't seen it.
I guess I should watch it.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's like, I don't even get that.
Well, I wanted to bring up other comedies from the 1980s that
Was
I
Jack
thought-
Bicknell in any of these comedies you liked or no?
No, I just looking at the list. Like,
good.
I don't know, Ferris Bueller, Stripes.
Good comedies.
Uncle Buck's not bad.
Oh god, get the fuck out.
Uncle Buck's pretty good.
Uncle Buck's not
It's
bad.
a fucking. It's for
Well,
kids.
Animal House.
Animal
It's
House.
not from the 80s, you idiot. Go ahead.
Is it?
No, it is
70s.
not. It is not.
What was Slapshot made?
70s.
70s.
I feel like the 80s.
To who?
Me? I was.
You were in the
before my
80s
time.
watching it, you're saying?
No, like watching back now, I felt like that was staged in the 80s.
Staged.
Or filmed in the 80s.
Okay, it was
took
not
place in
staged
the 80s.
None of it was in. It wasn't stage filmed or took place in the 80s.
Well,
I can't. What do you want me to say? It was not. It's a great comedy. I love Slapshot.
those are in the 70s, really? I'm
what
not.
would be the benefit of lying to you about this? You can look it up.
I'm just checking.
Look it up. Go ahead. Go ahead. What else, Coleman?
Well,
Other
I was
ones.
looking at like Vacation.
Very funny movie.
Naked Gun.
Very funny movie.
I don't know. I just Fletch to me like what makes
You never saw it.
but what makes it?
Well, I hate this. How am I supposed to tell you? Explain to you jokes of a movie you haven't seen?
I guess
I hate
makes
that.
sense.
It's a great comedy.
Hey, you're right about
Slapshot.
Slapshot, 78. You're right.
Oh, is that
about
right?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I
But
didn't know. George Roy Hill directed?
yeah, I think so.
Did he? Okay, great. Fantastic. Great. A woman wrote it, which is kind of wild. It's probably my favorite comedy of the 70s. I'll say that. What are you looking at now?
I was gonna look up 80s movies. They were funny.
You have a fucking brain. You can't think of any?
Check my email. What are you gonna do?
Jesus. No, what do you want me to say, Coleman? I don't know.
I haven't seen Fletch in a while.
It's great. Chevy Chase is great. Tarantino has a great Chevy Chase take. He's better than Bill Murray. I agree with him.
I think I agree with that too.
His take was that Bill Murray was always interested, whether it was Scrooged or Groundhog Day. He always wanted his character to be like nicer and learn a lesson at the end. And whether it was Vacation or Fletch, Chevy Chase was the same cynical prick he was at the beginning of the movie. He didn't care about any redemption, and God bless him for that. Even Funny Farm.
Caddyshack too. No redemption for
Caddyshack
Chevy
as well.
Chase, yeah.
Another great. Although I find overrated comedy because it's too messy for me. But it's funny. The funny parts are funny. Chevy Chase is very funny. I don't think Bill Murray's very funny in it.
Yeah, those scenes
Ted
always
Knight is
get-
great
yeah.
in it. Yeah. What's that?
Those scenes, the Bill Murray
Rodney
scenes
Dangerfield is great. Yeah.
Yeah. I was agreeing with you that those are overrated scenes in that movie. Bill Murray swinging.
I never liked that
hitting the
character.
flowers and talking to himself.
Yeah, I never
looking
liked
at the
that.
women like didn't do.
Ghostbusters is very funny. I don't think it's as funny as it was when I was younger, but I think it's funny. Yeah, Naked Gun is very funny. Airplane is very funny. Yeah, I mean, but that's subjective. Comedy. Fletch is just a great Chevy Chase character. It's a great, very funny movie. But now you're not going to like it as much because I've built it up.
When did
Can't
Chevy
wait to
Chase,
see.
like, when did he snap? Like, when did it?
When did he get
publicly-
weird?
Yeah, like I think
Talk
he was.
show.
I think he's
talk
always
show
been
time
that
when he went
way.
to his talk show.
Talk show was like 92 or 93. How long that lasted? They paid him $3 million, had him go head to head.
Got to be less than a year.
6 weeks. 6 weeks. I know because the other night I was up in the middle and I was watching. I was looking up one of my favorite singers, Dan Fogelberg.
Yep.
Do you know him or no?
If
Pat,
you
you know Dan Fogelberg?
I wouldn't know. No. Sorry.
Low, like yacht rock. Like I don't know, what song would you know from his? Hard to Say or I don't know. Can we play him or no, Coleman?
Maybe a little. It just might end up being demonetized.
What do you
but
got?
We can do a little bit.
Give me a little Hard to Say. And he was on the Chevy Chase show in '93 promoting his record, so I watched him sing one of his songs on there. And Chevy Chase was interviewing him, and he had nothing to say. Chevy Chase did that, no prep, no work, nothing. He had Burt Reynolds and Dan Fogelberg on.
Was the Chase show the same time?
I want Dan
Johnson
Fogelberg
show?
in the no context tweet today. I'm asking about it. What's that?
Was that
Fox.
up against
No, that was later.
Magic Johnson too?
Oh,
What is that?
By game.
we got game music ripping.
Oh, so it's a little faster. I was like, what happened to Dan there?
Let it rip.
It's very relaxing. He's dead. He died in Maine. Deer Isle, Maine. I could love him, maybe so. Still things you'll never know. See, very relaxing, right?
Yeah.
begin.
Me and the good doctor are kicking our feet here. We're just tapping along, yeah.
It's from the album Innocent Age, I think. It's a good album. I have that album.
Flashing back to me like a Macy's at Pheasant Lane Mall with my mom.
I could see it.
Type of music, yeah.
Soothing.
It's
great.
Just gonna play it out a little.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't want to risk the.
Oh, right. Coleman's call for the game, Fogelberg. Right. I forgot it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you. I thought we had a. We got rid of Steve, but whatever. Guess we moved on. He'll be
trying to
happy.
protect you.
He'll
Just
be
trying
happy.
to protect
No, I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, that's, I would ask Mutt, but Mutt doesn't even know what decade movies are in.
I gave you 2 movies in the 70s, sorry. Yeah.
What's your favorite comedy of all time?
I don't know.
What?
I don't have what a favorite comedy of
I
all
don't know. What movies do you like?
I can rewatch Animal House quite a bit.
It's a great movie.
I think that makes
The
me laugh
ending's
all the
bad
time.
though.
When they at the parade?
Yeah, that's
It's so messy.
they
It's another
just-
movie that's messy. It's there are funny parts though. I mean, I like Animal House.
There was a good documentary on that too on Netflix on just making the movie.
Oh, that
which is
one,
pretty good.
the movie one, the series that they have.
Yeah, they had a bunch of those. Yeah, that was I'd say it's generic, but I would say like old school comedy, that would be it. You guys talking about newer comedies like Superbad you mentioned earlier.
Very funny.
Super rewatchable.
Very
right now,
funny.
yes.
Very funny.
That's not old.
What show notes do you have, Pat? You're always working on the show stuff, thinking of the show. I'm sure you have some notes.
I have some.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. We haven't talked about the DEC tweet from last night yet. Is that like the craziest thing he's put out in a while?
The one I
Tim
retweeted
Rivers
this
one?
morning?
Tim?
Yes. He's not wrong.
That
by
guy
the way.
snapped.
Yeah, he's crazy, but Tim does swear all the time. But then I saw some guy with a funny tweet basically say it was like a Yelp review.
Go
right?
2.5 stars, yeah.
Yeah. He's lost his mind. I don't know what happened. I don't quite know. I mean, I know we did that show a couple of years ago, but I don't know. He just tweets like a wrestling podcast all the time and like does Yelp reviews. It's a very weird existence. I assume he's listening to the show. But he's talking about Tim being on the show the other day, I would assume.
Probably.
I guess.
He's a blind spot for me. I have blind spots in my Minifandom, and DEC is one of those blind spots.
Why is that?
I think it was he was a part of the show when I was not listening actively to the show because.
Oh, so you don't like him? Oh,
I don't know him. No.
I was thinking soft spot.
No,
Sorry.
I have a blind spot
I got
for
you.
him.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing it correctly. Yeah. Why weren't you listening?
Because you were mother effing me on the show every day. Is that okay?
Yeah. Would you really get sensitive about that?
Yes.
You listened.
I did not. I stopped for months.
Didn't you
Months
call
and
out
months.
like
talking all the
Blind
time.
Mike calling in though? Like when Blind Mike would call into your show, wouldn't you like pick up on jokes and bits that he was
Yeah,
doing?
Blind Mike was fun. I knew he was part of the show.
Blind Mike was funny, you're saying.
He was. BlindMike.net.
He's more of a
subscribe.
stuttering
Sure,
guy.
Patreon.
Yeah. What else, Pat?
I have something. Tim yesterday.
Yesterday.
I liked him. Oh, on Sunday night. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I liked him, but I think it's funny that he's kind of just such a stoner that he heard about this Shizat the Rizat guy, just a
Yes.
construction worker in.
Yeah, it
no-
doesn't.
in-
I don't really know what the documentary's about.
He had a drug problem and he's a
Yeah,
boxer.
I don't really-
It's one in a million.
I'm missing it. I'm all for it. I'm happy to promote it, but I wasn't quite. I thought like maybe he'd almost died or he'd been in jail, but it just seems like.
Well, it sounds like that he really feels like the system and that whole area. I feel like
hope it works.
he's more passionate about
So
the
do I.
area being left behind in America
I've been in areas
than it
like
was
that.
about Shizat the Rizat.
Driving around, you see that stuff all the time, and it's awful. And these people have no chance, none. But this guy's not going to make it. The Shizat the Rizat.
He might. Portnoy waived the ruling that he couldn't go back on Rough and Rowdy.
Great, so you make $1,200 again. and fucking punch his brains out in West Virginia.
How do you not know this documentary is not going to propel him to bigger heights?
I think the better
What's
documentary.
he gonna be on? What's he gonna be on? Like a sitcom or
It
something?
turned to like a 30 for 30 on the Shizat for Rizat story.
But what's the story?
That he came from nothing.
But a lot of people have. Like, I don't. What's the story though?
The story is Tim was so. You're right. Tim was so moved to do it.
He at one point
was
he's
crying.
like,
him and his wife.
I needed to build a house. I don't know how to build a house.
Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about?
But I needed to get somebody in to build the
What did he
foundation.
mean?
I'm
I
like,
did rewind that. I did rewind that
We
part.
talk about like how to make a documentary.
That's what I thought.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I liked him. I hope it works out.
He's a great
How
guy.
I do too.
Oh, so do I.
Once
It
a
was
while.
great.
I love how
Great.
passionate he was about it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I guess. Yeah. No. I hope it works out. But I was confused as well, for sure. Right? No.
I think the better documentary would have been an Abel Brothers documentary.
That
I would watch.
That would be
Those two
in.
are-
That I would watch all.
I got
of
a big double hug from those guys. Are fans. I got a big double hug from
Oh,
those
they're
guys.
Minifans?
Yeah, in
Wow.
West Virginia when I was there. Those guys are fighters. They're good fighters. Eventually they'll get a win.
I think they're combined like 0-12.
They're gonna get. I'm
They'll
happy.
figure it out.
I would be happy right now on the record to offer my services as manager to the Abel Brothers.
We're back.
Wow.
We are back.
Wow. Let's go.
Yeah, let's put that on the record. I like those guys. They've been screwed over. They're used as punchlines by these guys, by these fat cat millionaires like Dan Katz and Dave Portnoy.
Yep. Frank the Tank.
Punchlines. Frank the Tank. That gabagoo shit.
Dana White's cum rag, probably.
Dana White, wife beating asshole.
Yep.
He's got
All
Robin
right.
Fox mouth on his cock. The Abel Brothers need somebody to be their advocate, to be their voice for the voiceless. I want to build a house with them. That's what I want.
You want to start with the foundation?
Got to start with the
I mean,
foundation.
yeah. Well,
Or do you want to start a roof first this time, though?
You know what I want to start with? I want to start with the tree in the backyard.
Cut it into thirds.
Yes.
Can I request a lilac tree on the no context picture today?
That's fine with
Yes.
me.
Great.
Anyone else have any requests?
Yeah, I think one's good. Don't worry about it. He gets buttsack.com promoted.
Thank you.
Give you the logo.
When's the next Rough and Rowdy?
Not sure.
I don't think they've
Call
said
Dan.
yet.
Dan will know.
I
He'll
am
be on the call.
I am offering my services to the Abel
Excellent.
Brothers, who I like. They're good guys and good fighters.
Is Cupcake still fighting?
That's Dave.
Is Cupcake
Fighting that restraining order she's trying to get against Colleen again? I think. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing.
So Wallow and Gilly are having a knockout party in December that's tied to Rough and Rowdy. I don't know if that's necessarily the next big.
Was $1 million worth of game, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, look, whatever the Abel Brothers need, they can reach out. I'm happy to help out. They need some housing. They
It's a
need
big
some
endorsement.
Food, they need some cars, some women. We can make that happen for them. Who's the porn star?
Kaylee Gunner?
Kaylee Gunner?
Yeah, she'd do a threesome with the Abel Brothers, right?
She's hanging out with Glennie Balls yesterday.
Was she really? Oh,
Yes.
good. It's exciting.
She can't move without Coleman knowing exactly where
Jesus,
she is.
God, relax.
No, I like Glennie.
She was on the show?
No, they were just out in L.A. hanging out. Him, Angela White, her.
What's he doing?
What a life.
This is work?
Yeah.
Is Angela White another porn star?
Only
I mean,
stands, baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there you go.
I have one thing for Mutt, too.
Go ahead.
You want to stay in kind of this medium, kind of, right? You've been very nice to everyone who was at WEI. Do you think it's time to just go scorched earth and kind of let them know how you actually feel? Because you say you like everybody, you say you like.
No, we've talked with Bill. I don't dislike. I mean, whatever. We've talked about the certain people over the years. Mike Adams, I'm not a fan of.
I think if you,
but Muck along with everybody. That'd be fake. Like if you started saying Rich Keefe's, he doesn't hate Rich Keefe. He doesn't hate for you. He doesn't hate. Who's he going to say? He hates Greg Hill, but he's not going to say that. So I
don't hate. Why would I hate him?
Well, you just do irrationally. I don't.
I don't hate Greg Hill.
You think he stinks?
Fine, I don't hate him.
Okay, whatever. But I'm saying you're not going to do that.
No,
unless
Mike Adams is the only guy I dislike. Actually, not like. No, Dale apologized on the
You
air.
don't like Dale. This is fucking. This is what I mean.
But you're saying scorched earth. I don't dislike him to the point where
that's just not his way. That's it's not who he is. Yeah. Right? I mean, it would feel.
We've done that too. We've had these conversations.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's not going to get back into business like radio. I don't think. Do you?
I'm not pursuing it right now. No.
Have you been asked by anybody?
There's been conversations.
With who?
I'm not getting into him on the air.
Fucking why?
Why would I talk about my private
Because it hasn't
negotiation?
happened.
Okay, so I'd come on the air and talk about it with you. Sure.
With
got
who?
it.
When was it?
Not doing it.
When was it?
Not
I'm not
doing
saying
it.
who. When
Actually,
was
recently. I'm working on something right now that's not radio. It's radio adjacent.
That's what I'm saying. You haven't talked to any radio station.
Co-host.
No program directors recently. No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's my
not,
point.
Not in the last 6 months.
So who was it 6 months ago?
I'm not getting into it.
It's just lying. You're lying. It's just
Sure, I'm making it up.
You
Yep.
are making it up.
Sure. Yep.
You have told me then.
I would not have. No. No, there's nothing. That's the thing, though. There's nothing. First of all, you don't call me anymore, so we don't talk.
That's true. Well, I was in New York all last week.
Sure.
I was.
I can't do a lot of off the air with you because, as Augustus said yesterday with Blind Mike, it becomes on the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't listen to any of Augustus and Justin.
Oh, you did? I watched about a couple minutes of the video.
There was a comparison of cocaine to Chinese food at one point, and that's when I tuned out.
Was it any good or not?
I honestly, that
You don't remember
one-
it?
Was that what you were getting? Was Chinese food?
No, we were getting Taco Bell.
Okay.
I think you said something. Justin was like, "I'd rather eat Chinese food than do cocaine."
Oh yeah,
it was
because
just a wild.
Because we were
What was
going.
he doing all day yesterday? I didn't have a job, but Jesus.
I don't know.
Supporting you. Well, he does have a job. Grill the Hill.
I know, but
Are they closed for the season though?
think so.
I think the grill's still open.
Stores up enough just to stay. Didn't do anything during these. He just gets all his money in the summer, then hibernates.
I guess so. Sure.
Okay. All right. What else, Coleman?
So you mentioned Shark Tank. how they should just pull the kids.
Well,
Jeff D did. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen the edited clips of the Sharks just ripping apart the kids. Like,
yeah, it's not real. That's it.
No, it's edited, but kind of funny. I don't know.
Yeah, no. What else?
So then I have.
Pat likes that when I do that.
That's funny.
Well, I try. I have zero problem. I know. With that. None.
No, it's
cool.
To be
clear,
move on.
I don't care if you think it's cool. I'm just saying I have no like.
It's not negative. You just get it's just
right,
a matter of
swing
fact.
as opposed to calling. It was like okay,
he does come with like a Rolodex full of
absolutely.
Top
Coleman's doing a great job.
I think if anything, you need to lean on Gus a little bit more for the Twitter because he knows everything about everything about this show.
He doesn't even tweet though,
world.
right? You don't tweet from the show account.
Sometimes I do.
But Coleman does, so he should be consulting with Gus. Like when he put out the polls of which show is the favorite one,
Okay,
like you should have seen that and be like, he's not going to want that.
Yeah, so
That's
there's been a couple of those instances where we've had back and forth. Like what was it the other day was with the Stephen Che comment. I reached out to him with I thought would be
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
The Stephen Che crying thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to tweet out, did someone get reminded to go play in traffic? Just a little deeper of a cut.
Sure.
But
boy,
still good.
Thanks for the director's cut.
Never mind.
Behind the scenes right there.
You guys been paid yet, by any chance?
I have a phone call at 1:30 today.
You do. How about you, Coleman?
End of the month.
End of the month?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. But my understanding is you will be compensated for the time you've worked. And it's okay.
Yes.
So they weren't working for free at any point.
I would hope
Except
not.
I mean, I guess the tryouts were free.
Sure.
Yes.
But, well, yes, I suppose. But, okay. Let me know if that's not the case, and we'll square it up.
No,
Just let me know.
Should be the case.
Okay. All right. What else?
There was this video going around of a Alabama fan unhooking a bra at the game the other day. I just didn't really get the schematics of that.
The what?
The schematics.
Okay. Go ahead.
Like, I don't know. Like, why are you... In what world does unhooking a bra kind of lead to anything at a public football game?
I don't know what you mean.
It's easier to explain if you see the video. We can move on, though. It's
Okay,
cool.
go ahead. Okay. Are we supposed to have videos of people able to watch during the show
Yes,
or something?
working on that.
Working on that, okay.
We're getting a what's it called?
A switcher.
Switcher. We're getting a switcher set up, and then once we have that, we're gonna have a TV. You're only gonna be able to see videos that we pull up on that said TV.
Yeah.
And then once that goes, we're gonna be able to try and put it on the actual stream itself.
Okay.
Which will be great because it'll open up even more topics that are more visual based that otherwise we couldn't really talk about.
How's the big B feeling, the Bedminster?
He's back to school, but he's still not 100%. This thing knocked the shit out of both kids. No, I don't know.
COVID?
Was not COVID. It was either.
Did you test them or no?
Did not.
So you don't know that.
I
don't blame you. I wouldn't test them.
They both have the same symptoms, and the kids around the neighborhood in the area, same thing. Bad temperature, a couple of days, then a sore throat where they can't even swallow or eat. So
today's okay though.
Back to school picture day today. Yes.
What grade's he now? Third?
He's in second grade.
Only in second grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Picture day's today.
Picture day today.
What do you wear?
Did not like the pants that mom picked out for him. So.
Slacks? Yeah. What do you have?
He had
collar shirt or no?
No, he wore a nice long sleeve, nice blue. Look handsome in it, but he wore sweatpants because he would not wear the pants.
That seems fine. The pants aren't gonna be the class.
As he said to us all today at the bus stop, you don't see the pants, Dad.
What about the class picture though?
They will see. He'll be sitting probably. Oh, can you say Indian style anymore? No. What? Cross-legged.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Oh, he's up front.
He's one of the shorter kids, so he'll probably be crisscross applesauce.
Okay. What are you laughing at, Coleman?
Nothing.
He's Mutt's kid. What do you want? That's a little guy.
Just crisscross applesauce.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. It was 50-50, but he went back yesterday, went back today, so we're good.
Okay. What else? What else, Gus? You have anything, Gus?
You see that T.O. get hit by a car after a pickup basketball game?
I saw some basketball drama at Barstool yesterday. Clemmer coaches a team or something?
They started a team.
Did you see this or no?
No.
Does this feel real to anybody? Or I don't know. No, okay. I wasn't sure.
I thought
Who's
it was
on the
going
team?
to be legit. I think Dana Beers is
He was a
helping
good
to
player in
run
high
it.
school, Dana Beers, yeah.
Oh, he was. That's right.
Yeah.
I just knew that they were.
Clip? Do we get to hear it? No.
Clip what?
Clemmer and Dana Beers at the same time? We get to, that's one of the sound bites.
Well,
it's a different, yeah. Well,
I mean, we can rip this.
What was a Clemmer sound of? Okay, well, go ahead.
Well, no, this isn't the actual clip. It's just,
That's what I was looking at.
Thank you, Coleman.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's good. Yeah. Okay.
No, the clip itself of them wasn't really anything. It was just them kind of shouting. And
Okay, but who's on the team?
Clemmer, Billy Football, Marty Mush was what I had seen from the video.
Ooh, hold on. Breaking news. Justin Trudell 26 minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
It was 500 MG. Sad you've resorted to call me a liar at Mike Bonansky. I was even going to offer to come chop up that swing set and take it away from you, but I'll probably be too busy lying to prop up Gus to get that done.
I I didn't realize. I forgot that. I guess if Justin bought it, then we can believe it to be true. That's fine.
I mean, Justin would do that to your lawn, to your.
He seems like a very helpful guy. Well, he's not. Well, the Phillies are still in the playoffs, so I'm not sure.
How long has he been a Phillies fan?
Can I mute that now? I mean, Jesus.
I give him credit
for what?
For driving
Why
down
is he a fan
there.
of that team? I'm confused.
I don't know, but I like the video. Him being
It's
so
a terrible
excited.
story, but like, I don't get it.
It's I asked him about it yesterday, and all he just said was, "I just like the Phillies." Like, only he's a playoff baseball fan when it comes to the Phillies. So it's
what?
So it's like he follows the Phillies throughout the year, but he gets all invested.
He's only know if they're in the playoffs.
Like he gets fully.
So he's a
invested.
casual fan, like every other casual.
He gets fully invested in when the playoffs turn around, but he follows during the season, and then when it's playoff time, he ratchets it up.
Okay, I don't even know.
He was fired up. I liked it.
Is baseball almost over yet? Jesus,
Oh,
can
it's
it
the-
end
soon.
What are they in now? The
2-0 both sides. Phillies won
The
10-0
CS?
last night. Yeah, yes.
Okay. Well,
Championship
Jesus,
series.
God, brutal.
And then 2-0 Rangers over the Astros. How about that?
I haven't watched much of it, but I've heard it's kind of.
I heard it's been terrible so far. This
Rangers Astros pretty good. Last night was a laugher. I went to bed early.
I've just been watching the Phillies just because they cannot miss. Like they just endlessly
Hit
are
big
really
home runs
Yeah.
every night. Yeah.
So they're going to win the World Series? You're saying?
I think so.
It'd be Rangers and Phillies, and I'll pick the Rangers.
Okay, good.
Big game, Nate Evaldi.
What else, Gus?
Speaking of Justin,
Real good.
I know you guys are trying to get interns in here. You should see if Justin will do like an intern Olympics. Get like 5 interns and have Justin run stuff for him because you did the producer tryouts, which was
That's true.
great.
You could probably
See if
do
Justin
that.
will do that.
Yeah,
He
Justin could do
definitely
that. I'm sure he'd be happy to do that. I think. Yeah, we could do something like that.
Yeah.
What else, Gus?
I was just gonna say real quick. Rough and Rowdy replied to the tweet about the Abel Brothers. They said end of January in Providence.
Wow.
We're home.
Local.
Sounds like a match made.
I gotta jot that down.
I'm ready to get to work with the Abel Brothers. I think we should be together. I like those guys, and I think if I manage them, they're going to win their fights. Yeah, they're due too. They are due. Yeah, I like
They're
those
owing
guys.
forever. Like
Yeah, well,
Patrick
they're good.
said.
I like these guys. They're fighters. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They know how
An
to take a punch.
experienced 50-year-old manager to really get them.
That's what I mean.
Over the hump.
Yeah. What else, Gus?
Did you see the Oakland Athletics pitcher who retired and then just laid into the ownership?
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm rereading that book now, Moneyball, because I watched the movie so many times. I like, let's go back and really get a sense of. And they skip over everything in that movie. Of
course they do.
All the important stuff.
Of course they do. They make him like he's like a god.
And
And
the
so
other-
the book, by the way, but you know.
And the other reason why is I have no idea how this works, but Michael Lewis is getting destroyed for the most recent book because
He sure is.
He sides with the
Freedmen, right?
the bros, the stock. And I wanted to go back and see how bad this was. So eventually, I do want to find out how this whole financial thing worked with everything falling apart. I know nothing about. I'm
Michael
bad job
Lewis
explaining
had
to
a
it.
tough that, and on top of the friggin' what's his face, the Sandra Bullock Blindside stuff, which you
Yes.
read that book.
Yes, who's
It's
now
been-
defending. It's been a bad run. Yeah.
Bad year for Michael Lewis. It's turned out to be a total fraud. No surprise.
34 years ago tonight, speaking of the Oakland A's.
The earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first sporting event memories that I have watching on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a day game.
So it was the middle of the early late. It was
week. It was a middle weekday, right?
It was late afternoon, early evening.
Yeah, like a Thursday or something. So yeah, something like
Michael's on the call, right?
Michael's and
Michael's?
McCarver.
Yeah.
It's Michael's in the middle of everything. But yeah, that's true. It's wild. But yes, that's true. That was 34. Yeah, right. That'd be 89, right? Because the A's. That's the year the A's won. Yes, that's true. That's true. What else, Gus? Go ahead.
Switching around.
Good idea. Why don't you do the same story again?
No, I'm just trying to keep track of times.
Of what?
Timestamps.
Okay, go ahead.
Just for later use for me.
We don't need to know why, but go ahead.
One of the questions that came up on
What are
the
you laughing at? Do we need to know why?
It's just the tone.
What tone?
It's the tone. The way you're destroying poor Gus.
Just destroying him. I'm saying, what do I care?
He was hired for this, but
Hired for what?
To get shit on every day the way you shit on him. It's good.
I'd call the Gus start underwhelming.
Oh, I disagree. It's everything I could
Pat?
hope for.
I think it's gonna get better.
It has to. It has to.
I like him.
So do I. I like him. He's not going anywhere. I'm just saying,
The Gus haters can F off. Okay.
Oh, I don't care about them. I'm just saying, I don't know. All right, go ahead, Gus.
So as I was watching The Dozen last night, I had a thought that, do you have a fourth fill-in if, God forbid, Rico or Quiggs can't make a match?
No, why?
Because, one of the things I've been working on is I'm actually watching every competition and keeping track of all the stats. So that way, if you need a fourth person, there's going to be a bunch of free agents.
Well, who do you have?
Right now, unfortunately, it looks like Kelly Keegs is the number one.
Well, her team's going to make it.
Well,
some team. That team.
Okay, so that team will be making it. The one of the people that were surprisingly was Keith Yandel if
Who's not on a team right
Yeah,
now?
but they're all on teams though.
but no, because
You're saying if one of the teams don't make it.
out of all these teams that aren't going to make
I think
it,
his team's going to make it.
That would be
probably,
funny with the Cullinane
With
connection.
Cullinane.
if it was
So
on
good.
the team.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, but yeah.
it's still early on, so I'm trying to figure out and try to incorporate it with one of your guys' weaker topics that could be a potential fill-in for
That's
that.
why
if
Kelly
needed.
Keegs actually be good in our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
just
That's
potential
true,
to look
that's true.
around for.
Yes, I was offered at some point swapping Rico for Kelly Keegs by the commissioner, and I said no to that.
Whoa.
The commissioner suggests trades?
Sure.
Wow.
Sure, he just got a text.
Huh?
I'm sure he just got a text.
It's not true, but he's trying to go crazy. Yes, yeah.
But you
What
thought about it seriously, though.
Oh, all day, of course. Oh, yeah, she's the greatest.
She's a talent, though.
Huge talent. What else? I'll mock her. I saw that she didn't see that movie for like a full day. That Taylor Swift movie. I saw she was like talking
She
about.
should have been first one there.
Yeah, this should have been the
No,
very
she's
first
spot
show.
on.
No chance it sold out, though, right?
She's a huge fan. I wouldn't miss the.
It just came out Friday, didn't it?
Yeah, I know, but she wasn't. I started tweeting the next day about how she was ready to see it that day. I mean, you got to see it that first night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're the world's biggest Taylor Swift fan, you claim to be, you have a career around it, you have to see it that day. That's not even an argument.
Didn't you say she's going to make like $2 billion off of that or something crazy like that?
No, the movie's not going to make $2 billion.
I thought I heard you say that.
No, but she's going to make a
killing,
fortune. She's
yeah.
going to make 50, 60 million. Sunday night, we're doing the show Sunday night, guys, because after the show, I'll be taping the BO Boys after. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Pat and Clayton.
Pat and Clayton, yep. I like going on it, but then I don't get to listen to the show.
Because you hate the sound of your own voice
Yeah, and
still?
you've already talked about it. Like, you don't listen to the show today, right?
No.
That's what I mean.
I'll
So,
download for you, but I'm not going to
Thank
listen.
you. Thank you. My life will be so different. But I don't.
My OCD, I have to listen to it, so I had to listen to the one I was on last time. It was a struggle. I had
Yeah.
to listen on Spotify.
Struggle for all of us.
Apple. Oh, that was.
Will this be a higher grossing movie than Oppenheimer this year?
Not worldwide, no. I don't think so. No, I just don't like the. I just don't like the leg. Oppenheimer's week after week after like third. I don't think third, fourth week for this will be like that. I don't think. I could be wrong.
For Killers of the Flower Moon?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
Well, I don't know.
He bores us all, Coleman, but we all have to. No. I've had to deal with it for fucking 15 years, so you're going to deal with it too. Trust me.
That was his pizza guy moment right there.
That was. Fuck out of here. Where's
Josh
Josh?
here?
That made sense to me. I don't know.
Will you see that
Listen to
Friday?
the show.
Are you seeing that Friday?
What were you? Shut up for a second. What were you doing?
What?
What were you doing while he was talking?
I was listening, but I just assumed, like, in relation to Oppenheimer, we weren't talking Taylor Swift anymore. And
It was a
somehow,
huge
Oh, I thought it was going to do a
weekend.
huge number this year.
Yeah.
I assume. Why not just listen?
I was, though.
But you weren't.
I really did think it was about Killers.
Well, Coast Flower Moon will not make nearly that much money.
Yeah,
First of all, it's 3.5 hours. Secondly, it's not like a sexy, like big time, like Oppenheimer, big stars, this has big stars, but it's a dense 3.5 hour thing. It's also available on Apple.
Is that
So
going
it's
to...
just
Oh,
not-
it is?
Yeah.
Right away? On Apple TV? Just
I think it's
the same night it's released
It
on
might
Friday?
be a week or two, like they did with The Irishman on Netflix. Might be a week or two.
But you
later.
still love going to the movies. Will you go see this Friday right away?
Yes, I'll see it this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to. It's Scorsese. I owe it to him.
Is that the biggest thing going against Killers of the Flower Moon right now? Is how well Oppenheimer did and how great of a movie that was? Like,
Against it for box office?
Like, is everyone going to just be comparing that to Oppenheimer?
Maybe. I mean, it's just going to be different. Like, it'd be a mistake. I mean, this is just going to be a different. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes. I mean, that's a workout.
Do you think you're going to look down at one point and go, geez, is this thing over yet?
Maybe, unless it's great. My biggest thing is peeing. That's when do I pee? There's no way I can go.
Isn't there a movie? Is an app that tells you where to go take a pee? Right?
Yeah, but I don't try. I mean, my thing is, if the theater was empty enough, I wouldn't drink it, but I would just get a large thing and just pee in it.
You probably did the road trips, right?
I do all the time, road trips. Yeah, but that's different if you're around. If it's a crowded theater, it's
And
in
hide
the
in the
dark.
corner somewhere.
I've tried to do that before. It never ends up working out for me.
What do you mean?
Like the peeing in a bottle.
What kind of bottle do you use?
Sometimes I got like big ass water bottles, like giant, like the tall skinny ones, and I overflow.
When I drive cross country, I always go to Subway for lunch because the Subway cup is perfect for a full pee. The small one, right to the
pro
brink.
tip. Pro
right to
tip.
the brink. But yeah,
dig
I'll
around
They
in
just chuck it out the window?
No, I will throw it away. I'll wait. I'll cover it and then wait till the next gas.
So you're driving with the warm urine next to you in
Yeah,
the
but it's
car.
not like I'm drinking it. It's next to me. Who cares? It's a rental car. But I'll drive, so I'll drive, and then I'll just pull my pants down, my underwear down.
Yep.
And I'll put my balls like on top of the cup.
The cup, yeah. So it's like a hanging
and my
in.
dick
Yeah.
flips over, and
Yeah.
because it's not erect or anything, unless I'm,
Hope not.
So it's already tilted down, and I'm just kind of driving, listening to my music or my podcast, and I'm just pissing away. And I'm like holding the cup
With your legs.
Yeah.
But that transition then from
I grab.
I gotta take the.
Then I grab it. I put one hand. I grab it.
You have spilled pee on yourself in a rental car before.
Yes.
Okay, confirming.
Yes, absolutely.
There's that transition's tough.
Yeah, but it's not that. But like I could drive all. I don't need my hands all day. I can drive. You know, no problem. I think it's overrated.
That room that they are in has been peed in
Many
hundreds
times.
of times.
At least hundreds of times. Steve, hundreds
Just
of
casually.
times. Yep. You piss all the time in there. Yeah. But that's like if you drive across country, like you pull over. That's 2 minutes. You want to go. You're on the road. The windows are down. Music's blaring.
So multiple times on a trip, you'll pee in a subway cup.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes I'll
get out, stretch the legs though. That's also healthy though.
Absolutely.
For the blood flow.
Well, I like to go for a nice run some point during the day too. So it's kind of like a mid-afternoon thing. You go for a nice run. You find a little small town. You run around.
Oh, you must have thought about this. When is the first you and Harry cross-country trip? You must have thought about this.
I don't think he is going to have a lot of interest on that. I just don't think he is. His generation is not the same.
But you guys went out to the Hall of Fame together?
It's 4 hours. That's 50 hours. Now I've gone from Boston to the West Coast in 2 nights before. So get there the last third day. You can't beat it.
I love a good road trip.
Yeah, we'll do it.
There's nothing better.
We'll do a show road trip, all of us. We'll get in a little car and we'll go.
The bros.
Yeah, let's
You and
go.
Gus?
I've done it before.
With the show? I don't think you
No,
have.
I've just done a road trip before. I love them.
Cross country?
To Carson City and back, yeah.
Yeah, but you took like 5 days for it, though.
The first time I took 5. On the way home, I took 2.5.
Yeah, that's not even. It's 5 days. That's not a cross country trip. That's a vacation.
I wanted it to be 2 days.
Who'd you go with?
My now ex. When we moved out there.
The one with the surfboard?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Was that for the surfboard? Or
No. It was her dad was opening a new shop, so when I was working for
Her whole life
him,
is revolving around her dad.
I worked for her dad.
Doing what? Making surfboards?
Running a CNC machine.
Oh, okay.
They make parts that make the parts for like boats and stuff.
Well, that's after you told them to find a trade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carson City is in Nevada.
Yep, capital.
That is the capital, right?
Yes.
That's right. I've never been there. Where is it? Northern?
Northern. It's right on like where that L is in Nevada and California. It's like right on that spot.
Like Tahoe? Or? No.
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes from Tahoe. So that's like a lot of
I've been to
place
Tahoe.
we went to. Yeah,
I drove
beautiful.
to Tahoe. That's when I drove cross country. I made it to Tahoe. I left early one morning. I made it to Tahoe the end of the third day, 2 nights, and I was there like 11 that night. Boom. That's 16, 17 hours of driving a day.
That's wild.
How long do you stay there before you turn around?
That one I just turned around.
Yeah.
I got the California.
What?
Yep. I stayed there that night. Got bro the next morning, turned around. That was during my leave from EI.
Just literally, your OCD said, I got to go to the West Coast, hit there, and just turn around.
Yep.
You'd know if you reached out.
Yeah, he didn't.
I did. Never did. No, never did.
Too busy congratulating each other finishing in second place in that book. I remember Jerry being like,
We did it, Jer.
Jerry's like, I didn't congratulate you. I was like, they're dead. Thank God. It's over. If they're doing that, it's over. Again, Greg Hill, more successful morning show than Mut and Pat.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Fact. It's been on for like 5 years there.
Somehow.
Great.
Good for them.
Right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Jer.
Gus just giving him the sign right there. Communication back there.
Yin and yang.
Do you feel like you guys are becoming friends or no?
I like Gus. I have zero problems with
When
him.
are we getting
That's
the
different.
sleepover?
Soon. Once we get the camera that's coming out,
Right.
gonna spend the weekend with Gus. He's good. Whatever he
You go
wants
with
to
that,
do.
Gus, or no?
Oh yeah.
Do you like
Whatever he
him?
wants.
Pancakes,
I do.
baby.
You and Coleman get along?
Pancakes.
Pancake. One morning's pancakes. Next morning's waffles.
Wow.
No steak and eggs.
Gus, how does your wife feel about the job so far? You ate
have no-
500 milligrams of
Yeah,
edibles
what's she think about the
yesterday.
job? Is
Well,
she,
she's seen me take the 500 before, so that was nothing new.
she probably doesn't honestly mind it. Seriously.
He's more normal, you said, right?
Yeah, right.
No, but she's been supportive the whole time. So
good.
That's good.
And just rolls with the punches now. It's her biggest issue are like the days that I show up saying, "Oh yeah, this person's gonna come do this," and she's like, "I wish you would ask first." And I go,
Like
well,
what?
Oh, just like the idea of Coleman and Justin spending the night and stuff like that, because I just agree to it here before bringing it up to her.
Well,
but
maybe she should, all due respect, keep her mouth shut and clean the goddamn kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Or you should. You know, am I wrong?
everything's clean now.
That's
so.
bullshit.
We're gonna see.
Your
gonna
room is
see.
clean. Your bedroom's clean right now.
It is much cleaner than what it was.
That's not clean though.
So call for a live picture
So
when he gets home today. I want to see the update.
There is 3 shirts on top of my dresser that are just
Why?
just because they're there.
Anyway. Okay. Anyway, what else is going on? Oh, let's talk about Roan for a second. RHONE apparel. Roan's commuter collection is the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible set of products known to man, and here's why. Get ready for any occasion with the Commuter Collection. Offers you, again, the world's most comfortable pants, dress shirts, quarter zips, and polos. RHONE Commuter Collection, whether it's golf, commuting, just going to work. The world has changed. We know that. RHONE.com/KIRK. Use my name. 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to RHONE.com/Kirk and use my name, KIRK. It's time to find your corner office comfort, whether it's golf, commuting, just living. Go to roan.com/Kirk and take a look around today. We thank them for joining us. What else is going with you, anything?
Not really, no. So that's about all the yard work? Oof, no.
It's almost done, though, now.
Very
The
busy.
season's almost over.
Fall
We still got some stuff to do.
You do?
Well, the leaves haven't come down yet. The terrible foliage year.
Yeah, why is that?
Because the rain.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was in Maine a couple weeks ago. These fucking people, these buses after buses of people.
It's wild, right?
You just want
way too early.
You just
too.
want to shoot them one by one and just dump them in the ocean. Like if your life is wandering around looking at leaves, get the fuck out.
It's supposed to be us this weekend. We're supposed to go up there, but the rain's
For
sucks. Just we haven't been
kids
in
don't
Maine in
wanna
a couple
do
of
that,
months.
to look at leaves?
Well, we go to a hotel where they can go to the pool. We do like spend the day outside and then they have a pool at night at the hotel. So that's a good trade off for the
What do you do all day?
Tour in and around Portland. We love Portland.
Your kids don't love Portland.
Well, there's
Your
other
kids don't want to do that.
Well, you do things your kids don't want to do sometimes. We do stuff that
Well, I
they
understand
make us
that.
do stuff we don't want to do sometimes.
Well, they're kids, but like, that's a dreadful day for them. They just want to hang out with their friends and watch sports and watch YouTube.
There'd be cousins, there'd be people, other people there.
Oh, it's a family get together.
It's not now, not with the weather.
What do you mean?
It's going to
Are
be
you still
terrible
going?
Saturday. No, we're not going. No.
Because of the weather.
Yes.
You were going to go look at leaves?
Yeah, we're gonna we had
What are
not
you,
been to
80
Portland in
years
a while.
old? To
Yeah,
do
we'll
what?
be outside in
So
the
the homeless people
Be
roll
outside in
around?
the fall. It's a beautiful area to be
Portland's a pit.
outside. No, there's no homeless people.
We'll
there.
be there next March, maybe. I would say keep an eye on the last
Late March,
weekend.
maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say the end of March for sure.
But there's no homeless people there, as far as I can tell.
False.
There's 5 zillion.
No,
people.
I mean you don't even notice them. They're just
It was
hanging out.
unbelievable. There was Steve. I was like, what the
Even
fuck?
in the winter. Even in the winter, they're there.
What do you think? They don't go to, what do you think, they go to Florida?
It was snowing of the night of the last
Yeah.
show.
What do you think? They move down south for the winter? The birds. They're homeless.
Find a place to.
Even in the winter.
Trust
No
me,
shit. They're
a lot-
homeless.
A lot of cities are finding some nice, warm hotel rooms for people.
I agree. I'm surprised. Well, maybe Portland is. I don't know that. You like to look at leaves?
I like being outside in the fall. Yes.
So do
my
I,
wife
but-
does too. It was her birthday, and this is part of
I have
a
birthday, but
a birthday celebration.
I don't
yes.
like. I hate leaves. I've decided I've gotten older.
Okay, well I don't.
It's just work.
What do you
Just
like
gotta
about them?
clean them up.
I like the
always
colors. I do like the different, like a good
Fucking
burnt,
2-year-old.
a good burnt orange or a
What else have you
dark
seen those
red
in your life? What else
it's visually attractive to me. What do you want me to say?
Better than like the ocean?
No, ocean's good too.
So
Oh,
you
even in
know,
the winter,
so you-
ocean with the little the white with the
So
what's
many
the white
years
stuff
now with
called?
Bennett and Carter are much older, and they have kids, and you'll be shuffling off one of those buses, walking around looking at the fucking leaves.
No,
with the jacket and the fucking slacks.
Or
and
like the place in Chelmsford. Like I will make sure I get to the running path in Chelmsford next couple weeks. It'll be nice and colorful.
It's depressing there when the leaves are gone.
Very depressing.
I don't go there.
Totally
I don't
agree.
go there when the
Not a winter spot.
The one
I
thing
agree.
I'll say about the Lexington Trail that goes all the way to Bedford, which is what I do now basically almost every morning. Great. Just fucking
tell
again.
people?
This morning again, I had somebody else like just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about the fucking show I'm running. Trust me. Whoever that guy was, just run. I'll run too. Jesus. They plow it all winter. Like if it snows 6 inches a night,
not
they
in
plow.
Chelmsford. No,
it's too
terrible.
bad.
You can't run there.
It
sucks.
there's a way you can go there and you can donate to Lexington one. So I'll throw like every year just to help it out. They should do that for the Bruce Freeman Trail.
I wish they would. And the one up in the Nashville Rail Trail, they don't do either.
Pepperell Nashville one.
The Pepperell one I've not run before yet, which
The
goes right
Nashville-
by my parents' house.
The Nashville one goes to Groton and Pepperell. That one.
The Nashville one goes right down the Merrimack River. It's
That's a nice
a
one.
great trail. Yes.
Yeah, they should do that. Anyway.
I saw a golf course recently that has electric leaf blowers on every green for the fall time. So
Well, that
they can
feels
blow the
inevitable.
leaves.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
they should have that. You might go stare at it. So that
You don't find like
dog,
those
no.
colorful like yellow, like the
I
contrast
get- all
of
due
the
respect, I think
yellow
people like
and the
leaves are- I
red
think
and
people
the
like leaves are
orange.
assholes. I just
It's
great.
an excuse to
Awesome.
drink.
What-
You
what-
can just have a few beers.
Yeah,
out
I mean, what do
there.
you do? You
Are
sit
there
there-
beers in Portland? I didn't know.
You sit there and look at leaves.
We've cracked the case.
What's
You
that?
sit there and look at leaves.
No, but it's there's something visually it's not appealing, but it
No, that sounds great then.
there's something about looking at it. I don't know. It does it for me. I like that.
Okay.
I like
those
it on
colors.
a drive. Like if you're just happening to see some foliage or something, that's pretty cool.
But that's part of the drive to Portland. You get those colors driving up there, but not right
You
now.
have your badge like these people do at these things. It's
I
like
don't, no,
John
I don't-
from like
I don't-
Montreal. He's like, They get these restaurants. They walk in. They go in their stores and they just look around like idiots the whole time.
That'll be us. Well, we can drive ourselves. We're only a couple hours
I
away.
say this guy there's the ocean. Go walk into it. Just keep walking. No one will care if you're gone.
That's good tourism for the state of Maine.
It is. That is true.
Support
Leaf
that.
peeping is enormous for this. And every year people do it.
Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, yeah.
The Colemans do that?
No.
No?
No, we're roller coasters, theme parks.
Even mom and dad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you all go?
Yeah, everyone goes.
I'm going to get Coleman at Canopy Lake next year. We'll get him
You've
out
been
there.
on that, haven't you?
Canopy Lake?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you haven't?
He's
That's
not
a
a
famous
local kid.
Get him on the
He's
Yankee
not
Cannonball?
local. I don't think he'd show. No one from New Jersey would drive all the way up to Canopy Lake.
Why not?
I've been to the Six Flags
Western
Springfield.
Mass?
Yes, whatever that one's called.
Yeah, it's in Agawam?
Over
Yeah.
New England.
The Canopy Lake is a famous wooden one, the Yankee Cannonball.
Cannonball, yeah.
Yeah.
Still rocks.
Famous. That's a good roller coaster.
Still shakes. Oh, it's still.
When did you go there?
This summer. Mutstack.com.
It's still open or no?
Right, it's open in the fall because they do a lot of Halloween stuff.
So if you go way up top, you can see leaves forever. If you get
you
to the
really?
top of the roller coaster.
Oh, not in the roller coaster. How about the?
Oh, the
What do you call it?
Ferris wheel.
I was thinking about
The Viking
big
ship.
ship.
Pirate ship's awesome.
Is it a Viking ship or is it a Pharaoh ship? I think it was the Pharaoh swing.
They have a Viking ship there. No,
Well,
it's a
that's right.
pirate ship.
You clearly
pirate
got,
ship.
you had some deal with Canopy. You had some
Zero deal. No.
ridiculous pluggage. at
My
Mustang.
wife got coupons online. That
Did you? Pepsi cans? They still do that? Remember those? I'm a Canopy guy.
I love Canopy Lake
Yeah,
Park.
it's a great place.
I'm gonna take Coleman.
Huh?
I'm gonna take Coleman
Let's
to the
go.
bros.
What are you doing this weekend, Coleman?
Leaf peeping.
Down to go.
That's gonna rain. It's gonna suck.
No crowds.
It's true.
That's gonna close
That's big.
soon.
I know they're at least open through Halloween because they're promoting how much Halloween stuff.
Yeah,
there is.
that's big.
There's a whole section of the park that was closed that said, "Come during the Halloween time," and a bunch of scary shit.
Harry and I played mini golf last night during the week in Tewksbury.
Weekday mini.
Yeah,
golf.
it's still open. The place in Tewksbury. So
Where is that? Near Treehouse?
you know, like where that Papa Gino's is. That it's not far from that. You know the little airport there.
Yeah.
So if you keep coming back toward, like, say,
What's it called?
The center. It's called like Merrimack Valley. It's like MVP, Merrimack Valley something.
Boy, you guys, you are so upset about the other place closing. You had to find a new place.
So we do match play because I'm always killing him. So then we'll do double or nothing on 16, 17, or 18. He beat me last night head to head. Legitimately, I was done on the 12th hole. The match is over. 8 and 6.
Damn.
That's
16, 17.
USA
13th hole.
Europe Ryder Cup.
8 and 6. 13th hole was over. He didn't make a 3 the entire. I didn't play great, but he didn't make a.
First time playing there?
Dialed in.
No, we played there a bunch of times. We'll go there, but like he killed me. It was just, I was like laughing. I was 6 down after 6.
Is that the first time he ever beat you heads up?
No, once or twice. He's pretty good. Once or twice other places, but like I got killed.
Do you play out the rest or just pick up and go
Yeah,
home?
it was pathetic. I was like, didn't even care.
And then Ryder Cup, they're just like, oh, we're done.
Yeah, we just played the rest because it was there, but he killed me.
Do you like a lot of
Good for Harry.
I don't really know what they would be called, but like obstacles in a miniature golf course? Or
I'm
do you
a
like
shot
it
maker.
just more
Yeah, no,
open
I like it.
and
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. This is a good one. This is a good one.
There used to be a really good one down the Cape, Captain Carl's. That closed down.
Oh, is that right?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
track.
they're all
The one
close.
near us is terrible. You've been to that one, I'm sure. Max is in Tingsboro. Just not.
Oh,
the kids like it, but I'm
there's
not.
no
a fan.
imagination.
No,
There's
it's very big. It's a color by numbers mini golf
Yeah,
course.
it's not great. That's still open though, huh?
Still
I've
open.
been there a couple of years.
Driving range, batting cages, and mini
There
golf.
used to be one in Billerica, a dinosaur one on Route 4. It was pretty good, but they knocked it down and put elderly housing.
Used to be an indoor one at Fun World in Nashua. We played a couple times.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but
They
They're
opened
all
up
going away.
A putt shack in Boston. You ever seen that?
I saw
what's
that,
Putt
yeah.
Shack?
It's like it's mostly a bar restaurant.
Yeah,
but
I'm
they have
on-
like 18 holes. It's all digital.
Oh, no, it's
tracks your ball.
I'm into that.
Is it nine?
It's 3 9-hole courses that are all the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's Colleen's library mini golf going. So you making any progress? He's obsessed with that for like a year. Jesus. All right, we'll take a few calls.
Sure.
Never easy and it's never clear. Who's the navigating? Who's the steer?
Jersey has a great pirate ship.
Is that right?
Yeah, Point Pleasant, right up on the boardwalk.
I know Point Pleasant. About 100 pages in. I got the Shipnook book yesterday, the Live book. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Did they give all the juicy stuff out when those clips?
It's pretty gossipy.
Does it have some of those conversations, the quoting back and forth?
Yeah.
Guys
He
mother
did-
effing each other?
He did a good job.
Yeah, Mickelson is an asshole in this Billy Walters book. Comes across like a complete.
Still reading this thing?
No, I read it. It's done. Okay. Come on, I'm just. He comes across like a dink in.
On the next book now?
Yeah, I'm back to Moneyball.
Were you reading Moneyball? Okay, they draft Jeremy Swisher, just so you know. Nick Swisher.
Nick
Who's the
Swisher.
catcher? Jeremy Brown?
Jeremy Brown.
Jeremy Brown.
Yes.
I could have Moneyball, the book, maybe as a niche category if I read it again.
I could have the movie as a niche category today. I've watched that. He falls asleep to roller coasters. I fall asleep to Moneyball 3 or 4 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week?
Yeah. Something about I don't know the
mediocre.
The cadence. I'm not disagreeing, but the cadence of the movie, something about it knocks me right.
Daughter thinks stunk.
That was a bad play.
You watch Moneyball 4 times a week.
Well, I sleep 10 minutes into it, but I need something to fall asleep to now. It's probably a sign of a small form of ADHD, but I need something.
Have you checked the network out?
What network?
No. That'll put you to sleep.
No, I want Mike and the Fans. I watch occasionally. But that's about it.
The arrogance of Menor is to be like, we should be talking about his network more.
Crazy.
My show should be talking about.
Is he still in charge of it, or did you take it away from?
No, he's still in charge of it. Like I like Menor. He's working hard. Most of the shows stink. Like they always want me to be like honest and tell the truth, unless it's about them. Like most of the shows on that network stink. Just listen to me the shows.
He texted me yesterday to ask to have a phone call next week.
Why? He's been dumping all over you, right?
I have no idea.
Fuck off.
I enjoy the idea of Menors.
So do I. I get no problem with it, but the shows stink on the network. Most of them. Like I don't even know what the.
Is Mike and the Minifans the best show on the network?
Yeah, probably.
Oh well, no, Quantum Kirk. I guess I watched.
I think Quantum Kirk's the best show on the network. Mike and the Fans is good. BA does a good job. Mike and the Fans
Both are good. Yeah.
Quantum Kirk is good. I offered to go on that show. They turned me down. I think.
Wow.
I don't believe that.
You should go on there.
I'm good.
Wait,
I don't know. I don't have the knowledge that the diehard Minifans have.
Oh, okay, fine. I didn't realize you weren't a fan of the show.
I'm not. Not at all.
If you can't produce it for him, why bother though?
Yeah.
That's a good point. I mean, that was a mess. Just a mess. Let me see here. Yeah, Dan Fogelberg died. That sucked. I was bummed out. Did you care about Suzanne Summers or no?
No.
You didn't? You didn't care that she died? If you saw their kids, you told me you wouldn't care. That's tough.
I would tell their
kids. You're an asshole.
They don't know me. I'm sorry for your loss.
Step by step, that seems like your age, no? Were you right in between?
A little bit. It was right in that weird spot, yeah. Watched it. I don't know if
Who would the sitcom mom be that you'd be like pretty crushed? Do you do anything? Like what is it? It's Moneyball and moving trees.
The Alan Thicke thing bothered me. Like
I believe he was not the mother on that program.
But he was America's father, and
it was lovely. She looked great in an episode of Three's Company.
She was in.
She was, yeah, Jack Date.
Yeah. Judith Light, maybe.
Really?
From Who's the Boss? Yeah, I think that would get me.
Angela.
I think she's still with us, right?
Judith Light is still
I don't
living.
know for
As
sure.
of this morning, she was still alive. I would know she. Yeah, she's.
If Aunt Becky passed, that would get me. From Full House.
The Jailbird.
Full House, yes.
Yeah,
that's
that would get
fair.
me.
Yeah, I feel like you're too old
Grew
for
up
that
with
show.
her. No, that was late '80s, man. Right there.
Okay.
Friday nights, Full House, Balky Martakamis.
Yeah, I was too old.
Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers, I was, but Full House I was too
What's
old.
the other one? Oh, the kids love it. No, I can't. The Urkel show, Family Matters.
They like that show.
We've ripped through that on HBO. Yes.
Oh, it's on HBO Max?
They're big into Urkel, yeah.
Huh, okay.
God, I don't think he's cool yet on the show.
Stefan?
I don't think they're ready. They're ready for Stefan yet.
Okay. I remember that was a big Harry Minahan. Jesus, Ryan Minahan thing. Tried the Wire again. Stinks.
Are we gonna do the Mad Men rewatch?
Yeah, we should do that.
I think we're ready to
I don't
do
know
that.
where it is though.
HBO or
Netflix.
No.
It's on Netflix now.
No, Amazon Prime. I told you. We talked about this.
For free. I got to buy the series.
I think it's free on Prime.
I mean, I'll watch that with you. We can do a podcast.
You tried Wire again? I've done that enough.
Can we reenact the scenes? I'll slap you around like the prostitute, Don Draper.
Can I be Roger and just drink all day in the office?
Who did I say looks like Sal? Oh, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. No, you texted me that. Yeah, you're right about that. Mike Vrabel looks like Sal.
Yeah, he's kind of puffy now and looks like Sal did when he got caught in the.
Who's the saddest Mad Men character? You know who it is. Come on.
Pete? Who?
No.
Who?
The drunk sales guy. I'm forgetting his name. It's kind of fun.
God.
What's his name?
Duck?
No, not Duck. Not even Duck Phillips.
Oh, Bill Maher's brother. The guy, Freddie.
Yes,
the guy who
Freddie
pisses
Rumsen.
himself.
Freddie
Yeah,
Rumsen.
yeah. It's Bill Maher's brother.
It is?
Yeah.
Learn something every day.
That was sad. We could do a rewatch of that.
Because Peggy really wanted to sort of bring him along and help him out afterwards.
She brought him back. She liked him. Everybody liked Freddie.
And he was absolute booze bag.
That was back when you, like, everybody drank, but you had to control it. If you didn't control it, you were weak.
Yes. Like Draper was strong. He
could drink during the
lay down, take a
Roger,
nap.
same thing.
Those days.
But yeah. Did you ever watch Mad Men, Gus?
I did a little
Did you
bit.
like it?
It wasn't
bit.
bad.
Okay, so that's enough.
Yeah, it was like the first 3 seasons, then I guess kind of tailed off.
Oh, it gets good.
Yeah,
Never seen it.
Would
like to, though.
There were down seasons. Like there were up and downs within the show.
The ending's so
I could
long.
watch the whole thing again though. Now.
I easily could. As long as I think it's free on Prime. I could do it.
We could do a show like that.
I have time.
That's true. You do. What do we call it? Get to work on that. Did you watch it, Pat, or no?
No. Never got into Mad Men.
What's your favorite TV show? Are you watching it right now?
No, not really. I watched the
They load up
Full
Coleman?
Swing.
All right, 1 second.
Full Swing didn't really do anything.
The
for
Rapport
me.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's dreadful.
I don't really watch much TV.
No, that was terrible. I thought that was
Yeah,
fucking
bad.
awful. Terrible. All right. Hello.
He's all in on the Live Golf should get World Golf points thing. It's just wrong.
My thing with those guys is like
Three
you knew,
rounds.
you knew the deal when you signed up. Like you
3
can't start
rounds.
pitching now.
It's different.
I will say they shouldn't give out points for this Tiger event. That's
No,
crazy. Like,
they're doing that?
Yeah, that gets
Oh, that's dumb.
what? Yeah. So if Tiger goes and finishes 12th, he
Ben
gets,
need to need a Tiger.
yeah, it's stupid. Hello.
330.
Hello.
Kirk.
Hi. Good morning.
Kirk. Hi. Trivia question, if you'll indulge me.
I'll do my best.
Thank you. I have 3 clues here. The common thread between them is a town in America.
A town in America.
Dooku Kim, Bruce Springsteen, and the newspaper Henry Hill is holding at the end of Goodfellas.
I have no idea. Tucson Times. Tucson. I don't know. What is it?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Oh, there you go. Youngstown. Yep. There you go. Thanks, buddy.
Is that Alistair Black?
No. I don't think he would be that. Would think like that. I mean,
He's
knows
weird
Bruce
now.
Springsteen. Yeah. He stinks now. Hello,
Kirk. John Sears from the Kegos. How are we
John.
doing?
How are you?
Doing well.
I watched the
Well,
good. I'm not embarrassed to say I watched a good 3.5 hours of 90210 the other day. On Pluto, straight through.
Didn't move off the
by
couch?
myself. No, just watched it for.
That's a tremendous episode where
3
Sears and Steve have to square off in the black ball. Yeah.
That one guy comes in.
Thanks.
Keith.
Thanks. That's my character. Thanks.
Oh, sorry, John.
Let's
Sorry,
give
John.
you credit, John.
You were kind of an asshole on that show, John.
You probably don't like that episode very much if you think about it.
Yeah, it wasn't good for John.
Yeah, I don't like it. I do have a question. And by the way, Pluto. Sometimes you get it. It's the old seasons now, which is terrible when you tune in.
Well. Season 1, I would agree with you, but once they get to the beach for the first time, we're off to the races. In my opinion,
No, sometimes I'm saying sometimes it's season like 9 and 10.
those aren't great.
Past like month.
Those aren't great. Those
are terrible.
Those aren't great.
Along those lines, who, in your opinion, and then I have a question for Sporty McKenzie there, Mutt, if he wants to bully Coleman.
Right.
What
was your character's name? What was your sporty ripoff? The terrible ripoff?
No, it wasn't a terrible. It was an ironic ripoff.
What was the name? And you know it, so just say it.
I will think of it. It'll take me a couple seconds.
Okay, somebody will.
Shooter? No.
Who?
Go ahead.
Who's the worst person ever to appear in the credits? Worst character in 90210. So they had to have appeared.
Easy,
in that
done. We're
opening
done.
credits.
We're done. I can answer this question for you in 1 second if you want.
Okay.
Actually, there's two candidates. So
I have two as well.
one John is a 2-time Academy Award winner.
I don't have her on there.
That's
but I have
Hilary
two
Swank, who was terrible on that
Yes.
show. And then Noah Hunter, Vincent Young, who was maybe the worst actor in the history of television.
Yeah, Noah Hunter was mine. I will go with Matt Durning. Horrible character. Who dated Kelly.
You know what the thing about Matt, though, is he was on the 90210 E! True Hollywood Story, the actor who played him. And he was a pretty good sport. Like he made fun of the sweater vest. I kind of like that guy.
Yeah, he's like a soap actor. And
He's in on the joke.
Noah Hunter's gone.
Yeah, Vince Young he was one of the worst. He's the worst actor of all time in television history.
And if I may, Mutt, since you want to bully Coleman about
wasn't bullying. There were a couple basic questions.
Feel bullied.
Nothing's bullying.
Have you
about
reached out to HR at Barstool for this yet? Or
I don't
not?
work for them.
Good.
Working on it. Thank you.
So 10 years ago, the Red Sox won the World Series. You were working at WEI, correct?
This is famously when Mutt told the people at Shaw's how much he liked their produce.
Yeah, it's called networking. It's called helping out with a client.
How'd that work out for you?
It worked out well. Love Shaw's.
Yo,
Produce and Nashua.
That's what you're saying. You're like, sometimes we'll go 30, 40 miles outside of our way.
I said we go to the one in Nashua specifically. We drove from Chelmsford to Nashua. It's also tax-free, but it was a good show. It was
a part of it, yeah. They're fruit steaks, by the way.
Mutt, who are the 4 players? Only 4 players hit a home run in that series, the 2013 World Series. Can you name all 4? Because it was your job.
For the Red Sox, you're saying, not the series itself, or?
Series itself, only 4 players hit a home run. If you get the 3 Red Sox, we'll give them a gold.
David Ortiz had to be
Ortiz, Victorino, and I don't know who the third was.
Napoli, maybe?
Victorino, on Napoli. Wrong. You should know
Those
this.
aren't basic questions, though. David Gordon's a basic question. North Carolina is a basic question. You're asking like real trivia.
A basic question.
Mine was not real trivia. Mine were like basic knowledge facts. Like you should know these. Yours would you have to really think about it.
Who was it?
Oh,
who cares?
Johnny Gomes, Stephen Drew, Matt Holliday. Hey.
Hang up on him?
Thank you.
Wow,
Coleman, thank you, buddy.
Jesus, okay.
Actually, we got the point.
Wasn't happy. Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's just passionate.
Turkey.
Good morning.
24th time, long time. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for listening and supporting the program. It means a lot to me.
Appreciate it. Healthy debate.
Healthy
the
debate.
Drops keep getting worse with every producer.
No.
Oh, they're much better now.
No,
you got to be kidding me.
Healthy debate, that's a terrible take.
Wrong,
Steve was the best
wrong,
ever at it. Healthy debate, Ken Lair was the best ever at it.
No one better.
Steve was excellent. Dave didn't even care, and Coleman is trying. That's not even a healthy debate. That's just a bad take. Bad take.
All right. Well, we'll wait till 25th time then. Talk to you later.
This is part of Cully's crew calling in to go after Coleman.
Yeah, they're.
To say that refs have been bad in every game for every.
You're a Cully guy, though, right? I see you on Twitter going after these guys and defending Coleman, right? Aren't you one of those guys?
No, not really.
No?
I like Dave, but I like both of them too.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave's great. I have no problem with Dave. They load up Coleman?
Yep.
I think Dave's great. I like Dave. Really, I have no issue with Coleman. I don't. What would my issue be with him right now?
I don't know.
Am I missing
No
something?
issue. You're saying no issue.
I have zero. I legitimately have zero issue with Coleman. I think he's. I hope he's doing all right. I don't really know what he's doing, but I'm sure he's doing something.
He was busy yesterday.
He was?
When you called him, didn't answer right away.
That's true. Do you think Maddie's going to go back to radio for real or no? Maddie Siegel?
No, I meant to mention it Friday. Like I thought what he said to you. Like I can't go back when you said to you on your show.
Yeah,
he's got a non-compete. I'm sure Kiss has a monster non-compete.
If he did, do you think he would go back at this point in his life?
For the amount of money that he'd probably make, yes. And how easy that job is,
It's
yes.
6 in the morning.
They probably let him work from Florida continuously, like he was before.
He's going to work at 6 a.m. though.
Just play some music, do a couple War of the Roses bits, and go home.
5 days a week, I would not do that.
You know how much money he would make now? It's hard to get ratings now on terrestrial radio. He would make a shit ton of money.
I wouldn't do that. No way. Hello.
Hello, first time, long time, 6'4", 240. Quick comment or question. I have an old hat, a winter hat that I bought from you guys a couple of years ago. I'm wondering if we can bring that back, a couple maybe variations. It's looking
sure.
kind of old.
You bet. We're on that.
Moving on.
That was it?
Yeah.
You did say you're doing merch for the big...
Come on, watch these guys talk a little bit, huh?
All right.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Jesus. Brain in your head. These people are saying.
You did promise new merch for the big sale this year.
We will do that.
Good.
We will do that. Hello. I don't want. I mean, these guys.
John Sears, what an asshole! Am I right?
I like John Sears. I don't know.
You did not.
I do like John. He's calls all the time.
You are a John Sears guy.
He calls all the time. I get no problem with John Sears. Oh, the actor himself?
Yeah, the character.
The character. I had no problem. Paul Johansson's performance was excellent. I had no problem with that.
90210 Allison here.
How you doing, Allison?
I'm doing great. I figured I'd call and defend my honor as a 90210 fan.
Okay.
From John Sears, the caller.
Was he just critical of you? I did not hear that.
No, the other day. Because Allison went after an episode, and you said on the air it ruined her bona fides because she was critical of an episode. It was a good episode.
That was a good episode. Yeah.
It was not a great episode, Kirk.
Okay.
Sounds like
I would argue.
What's that?
Sounds like Alice Shattuck.
Is the kitchen clean, baby? Like, is lunch made for the kids, or what are we doing here? Jesus Christ.
I'll get around to it.
Okay.
No, I would argue that Luke Perry and Jason Priestley were having conversations during season 6 about whether or not they were going to continue with the show, and I feel like it was reflected in season 6.
Okay.
So I wasn't really a big fan of the new girlfriend. What's her name? The Tony Marchette. Wasn't really into it. I felt like that was a storyline that we were saying goodbye to Luke Perry.
For
And
sure.
so-
Well, they knew he was leaving the show, whatever episodes into the season, so they wrote him out that way. That is true.
Right. So that's where I was coming from with the 150th episode. I mean, it's
Gotcha.
great to meet Tony. It's great to see all those new faces, but that marked the end for Luke Perry.
Well, for a
we
while,
got
yeah.
to see Brandon Walsh for a little bit longer, but he
Yep.
too was
He was leaving as well.
in and
He left
out,
a couple
so-
episodes later, yeah.
right. So, yeah.
Sad season. I agree with you on that.
Yes. Well, I'm glad we agree on something, Kirk.
Okay. Is that why you called, Allison? That was it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I had to defend myself from John Sears, the caller, so that was primarily why I was calling.
Okay.
I don't mind John Sears, the actor, but do we forget what he did to Kelly Taylor? Not once, but twice.
I hated Kelly Taylor,
I thought you
so
were-
I hated Kelly Taylor.
You did?
Yeah, she sucked. She was a bitch during
Why
the
do
show.
you hate Kelly?
Because she sucked. She was always whining, complaining, and everything was wrong, and this and that. She sucked with Valerie. She sucked with Brenda. She was always
So
whining
you
about
wouldn't
shit.
have picked her for Brandon.
No. That was not Brandon's best
Who
girlfriend.
would you have picked for Brandon?
Emily Valentine. What are we doing?
No, she was psycho. She fucking burned his house down.
No, that's my
See, I would have picked Tracy.
Tracy Galian was fine.
Well, he went to Washington, D.C. I feel like they would have run into each other at some point and got back together.
I might have done some fan fiction on that on the side.
on a message board somewhere?
Who's to say? I mean, until she fucked him over, I was a Keats guy. I liked the scene when she took her shirt off and she had her bra on and she looked good. I remember that when I was younger. Well, I did. Yeah, I liked it. I thought she was the most
All right, thank you
attractive.
for-
All right, Allison, have a good day. See you later. Get back to the fucking vodka. Jesus Christ. The kid passed out on the floor. And they're arguing with John Sears from, I don't even remember the call, but okay. No, she's a good sport. Hello.
Hi, I have a question for Gus.
Gus is here.
Gus,
Yes.
don't lie. I have sources. This is a very important question.
Okay.
Have you ever had your butthole licked?
Have I had my butthole licked? Yes.
Why are you looking him up when you said that?
Why was I looking at Gus when he said it?
When did this happen, Gus?
Got caught in a weird spot
It was
there.
college.
It was college.
College.
Is that your source caller? Or
I do have sources from college, yes.
why would this source
weird?
Why would this source bring this up? Who's this? What's this guy's name?
That's neither here nor there.
Huh. What's the story, Gus?
Actually, it was a small campus. What's her name? I might know.
I'm not telling her. I'm not saying the name.
Were you drunk or no?
Was I?
Yes.
A little bit.
Was she?
Think so.
How was the experience?
I enjoyed it.
I don't think you look in your house. You don't have you know you have a clean asshole.
I have a bidet.
No.
Of course I do.
In college, you had a bidet in your room?
No, but I'm always clean about my asshole. Like always wiping.
But the bidet doesn't
Need a
have
squeegee bottle. And
Well, you were saying you were saying how my house looks now. I'm saying right now is probably the cleanest my asshole's ever been.
I don't like how close I am to you.
But back then it wasn't as clean though.
It was as clean as I could get it with toilet paper.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure you took a shit that day. You made this
No,
girl.
I showered.
You made this girl lick your asshole.
I showered before the date.
How did that happen? Did she just go
Yeah,
for
what
it?
happened?
Or did you say like?
Hey,
head
it's
down
just
south?
things happen, you know.
She wanted to come and see you and talk about it or not?
No, I don't. I haven't talked to her in
weeks,
years.
Well, good work, caller. Good reporting. Jesus. Are you loaded up, Coleman?
Yes.
What do you think of that, Coleman?
That's not my style.
Yeah.
I don't really like getting eaten out like that.
I'm with you. Mud is into that. A lot of hair back there, but
Yeah, it's too much. You don't want I don't want anyone back there.
Jesus Christ. The fuck? Creep, Gus. Hello.
The caller's more creepy than Gus.
Guy's a reporter.
Got sources.
Gus is,
Bob Holler
Gus
calling in?
respects that. That's the kind of work he used to do on, on the network.
Working hard.
Yeah. Hello.
I just forgot everything I wanted to ask.
It's troubling, that's for sure.
Mud, are you heading out to the Breeders' Cup?
I will not be. No Breeders' Cup this year in California.
Well, you didn't scam anybody for a trip on that
I
one.
did not. No, I know.
When is that?
The 4th November.
Really? You're not going?
We're not going. No.
Did you try and go?
I mean, if a company reached out, the Breeders' Cup wants me to go. Breeders' Cup Limited, someone wants to work, I'll work there, but I was not hired to go.
Okay.
We're gonna bring back the Anywhere in the World charity next year too, or no?
Yeah,
I would think so.
A lot of people are doing that. Lexington Lacrosse did it. Chelmsford Lacrosse.
Book Kirkman and Locke, King of Steel, is winning the Breeders' Cup.
What?
King of Steel is winning the Breeders' Cup.
Okay. Which race is that?
The third. Is there another horse, King of Steel?
I'm asking which Breeders' Cup race is King of Steel in?
Which one is King? Which
one?
one?
I'm asking
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
If you're the expert, why don't you tell me?
You tell me.
So you don't even know? You don't even know?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, King of Steel.
Thank you.
Which race?
Thank you, Coleman. Which race?
Which race, Coleman?
Looking.
I wanted him to answer it.
Well, if you guys don't know, I mean, I know, but you don't know. You actually seriously don't know?
If it's a European horse, I don't know.
That's unbelievable. Is that unbelievable?
How do you-
I know the
We're
horse.
still
You don't
3
even-
weeks out. We're
You
two
only know
weeks.
America.
You don't even know the horse?
2 weeks out.
You never heard of that horse?
King of Steel?
Yeah.
Again, no, not right now.
It'll be all over Muttstack on Friday.
I know.
King of
Okay.
Steel.
Breaking 2 weeks out prediction.
Am I right, Coleman, or no?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find which race.
I know which
specifically.
race. Hello.
Which race?
If you don't know, that's your job, not mine.
Okay, it's fair.
That's actually embarrassing. Hello.
It is.
Hey, Kirk, it's Mutt.
Hey, Mud. How you
That's
doing?
actually how he sounds.
Good, finally.
Hey, it's Bud.
Nicolas Cage.
I got a question for Gus.
Sure.
Yep.
Hey, Gus, you have that butthole clean for me after the show?
The what?
You got that butthole clean for me after the show?
I haven't been able to use my bidet this morning, so no.
You used your bidet this morning?
Yeah, that's
No,
okay.
I had to go down to the Dunkin' this morning.
To
Yeah.
defecate?
Yeah. I was doing it in here.
The one over there?
The one that's right down the road, yeah.
Okay, good. That's good.
It's gonna get trespassed.
What a sight. All right, thank you, Mutt. Muttstack.com.
Thank you, caller.
Hello. This is every time. I know nothing.
I got it.
What is it?
It's Unwritten, Natasha Bedingfield.
Only you can let it in.
I don't even know
no
what
one
that
else.
is. Why the hell would I know that?
Go.
I didn't think it was that. It's that? That's a song?
Yeah.
Are you loaded up, Coleman?
Yes.
I mean, what the fuck? If I got another song calling, idiot.
I thought it was that song from the 80s, that dun 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 dun.
Oh, that
Was
one?
it the Bengals?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas? Maybe, I don't know.
Bengal. Which one from the Bengals?
That was the Bengals. No?
Christmas rapping, I think that one.
Champ O'Toole, people are saying.
Oh, thank you, Jed. Champ O'Toole. That's who it was.
Who could forget? Hello.
Kirk, comment. Last episode, you were asking for small towns. So the normal producer would think, blue collar, salt of the earth, Midwest. Coleman, however, suggested Whitefish, Montana, a town with a median home price of $1.5 million.
Coleman's rich, I think. Coleman's like Jersey Shore rich.
Not really.
What'd your dad do for a living?
He's in like pharmaceuticals.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, but
you know
like,
what? They've done
even
very
then-
poorly the last couple of years. That
Absolutely
pharmaceuticals.
scamming on
So
these poor
bad.
people. Unbelievable.
Nah.
Should be in jail.
No,
Incredible.
we're like middle class.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a lie, though, right?
Oh, legitimately, like we're very.
How many
middle class.
bathrooms?
No, that's what
how
you
many
say when you want to
What's
brag
your
about
mom
being
do for a
rich.
living?
She doesn't work anymore.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How many bathrooms are in your
middle
house?
class, You have to think about this?
More or less than
Three.
David Portnoy.
Yeah.
3.
I mean, again.
Three's not crazy. That's not crazy.
You got one?
Well, you got
I
half.
got one.
You got half.
Me too.
It's a
I got one full bath.
It's a half. They didn't have a sink. I was in there that time.
We have like one.
An uncle of yours just throwing water at me.
We have a bidet.
We don't have a bidet. See, Gus is living lavish.
You're gonna find out when you're there. How many bathrooms, Gus?
1.5.
1.5. Bedrooms?
3.
3. Basement?
Yes.
Finished?
No.
You gonna finish that or no?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. What are you laughing at, Coleman? You don't think he's gonna finish it?
I don't think so at all.
Nobody
No
thinks that.
shot.
All that shit that was in his room is now in the basement.
You
No
see what the
chance.
basement looks like?
No chance.
Oh, the basement's not pretty.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh. We might need a tour of the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it that bad? You wouldn't do a picture?
He's nervous.
It's there's a lot of, because we just got a new washer dryer, so there's the old one's still in the basement, and
I don't
Don't
think
they
I don't
take that
think
away?
That's what's gonna
Oh, what?
we got a
They
new
take
washer.
it away generally, don't they?
Not,
That's not what's gonna stay.
we weren't paying extra for that one, so you never know. It's always
Get a
good to have
dolly
that.
and take those
How do
out
you
of
get
there.
rid of it then?
I'll find a way.
So there are junkyards they'll take it for like $50.
Will it away?
It's gonna live there.
Yeah.
You do video of that today.
What, of getting rid of?
No, of your basement.
All right.
It's fucking Saw 12.
Yeah, put a tarp over the bodies, Gus, and let's get a good video of that basement.
That girl with rim job in college. Chain down there. Their mouth open with a ball gag. Jesus, her and Trung. Jesus. If he says it's not pretty down there, that's
and
bad.
the look on his face too is sort of embarrassed, oh shit, I'm gonna have to show this.
How
today.
bad is it?
It's not good.
All right, don't touch it. We want a tour.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh man.
Yes.
Wow, Jesus. Mother go. He'll help you clean it up.
I was gonna say, what's that swing set made out of? Wood.
Wood. Yeah.
Oh, so then just go over, get a little hacksaw, cut it up. You got some firewood, and then just throw out the plastic.
You don't want to burn pressure treated wood. It doesn't work for firewood. It's all pressure treated.
What's the kind of guy in the block that's always starting burning like clothes and he's that guy.
No. We have a fire pit, but we don't burn not hydrated. Pressure treated wood. It gets a stain. There's chemicals in it. It's bad.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I know nothing about that. Nothing. Hello.
Hey guys, I got a question for Gus. Gus, I'm trying to follow the Israel-Palestine conflict. The news media is all over the place, and I'm confused. For the audience,
Gus is a big right winger, by the way.
I am not a big right winger.
I know.
Isn't it funny? He used to be like a political spokesperson.
Shows how these dummies, Steve, him, it's a scam.
It's just when you can formulate your thoughts.
So you want Gus to articulate what's going on right now?
Gus, can you just explain to us what is going on and give us your position?
Yeah, Gus, I'm gonna urinate.
That would be great.
So the floor is yours, Gus. Go ahead.
I'll be listening.
So what's happening right now is there is a group of people known as Hamas who are based out of Palestine who have done a inhumane terrorist attack on the people of Israel. It's been very tragic of that. So Israel has decided to defend themselves by giving, from what I can tell, as many options to get the residents of Gaza, the civilians who are not involved in this conflict out. But they are defending themselves and trying to infiltrate, invade Gaza to wipe out Hamas and kind of bring some peace in the Middle East.
So where do you stand?
Where do I stand?
Yeah.
I mean, what Hamas did was very disgusting, and I think Israel has the right to defend themselves.
Why are so many people
So you're anti-Palestine
pro-Palestine?
is what I'm hearing.
I'm not necessarily anti-Palestine. I'm anti-Hamas. Does that answer your question?
Good political answer.
So you hate Jews?
I just said I was with Israel on that side. I said Israel has every right to defend themselves.
All right, we're
Saw
good.
that follow-up coming.
One or two more. Hello. Yep. You know what I'm feeling, Coleman, right now?
What are you feeling?
The hat's starting to turn around a little
No
bit.
cap.
No cap.
No Cap Kirk.
That's right. The cap goes on. It's no cap.
So it's no Cap Kirk with the TikTok top 10.
Yeah. It's starting to be like his Green Goblin mask. I can feel it talking to him.
What is
during
that?
the show.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Like the actual Green Goblin.
Yeah, you know,
that was a
Willem
TikTok
Dafoe,
thing.
like
I watched that Spider-Man movie before. Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Kirk, what's up? It's Dan.
Oh boy.
Dan, how are you? Oh boy. Oof. Pat was very critical of your performance in that series earlier, right, Pat, or no?
Correct.
Yeah.
You stink.
Was Pat there? I haven't heard him talk all day.
Go ahead, Danny.
8 and 6, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't good, Dan. It wasn't good. I ran into a buzzsaw. It happens sometimes.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough. All right, I'll talk to you.
Can't argue that. It was an ass kicking. It was a real ass kick.
Does Harry rock his own putter, or does he use the one?
No, that's part of the rule. No, okay. Yeah. He said to me like 10th 11th, he's like, "Do you hear that?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "You hear that buzzsaw?" So he's making the I was like, "There's nothing." He's kicking. I talk shit when I beat him.
Scoreboard.
I got to take the loss. It was bad. I was
to the point where you might go back tonight to try to redeem yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Hello.
Hi, two questions if you allow me.
Sure.
During the Jeff Bowman interview, how badly did he want to punch Dino in the face that he wouldn't let the first guy let him go? And the second one is,
what?
would you have preferred...
Hold on.
The Jeff...
After the bombing? We talked to Jeff after the bombing?
No. Yeah, and Dino just kept asking him questions when clearly he wanted to get off the phone.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. Who knows? Jeff did tell me later it was his worst experience at their entire
Sure.
Yeah, he did say that.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
It's a tough listen after you read the book. The other one was, would you have given the preference or given the awful choice for your parents to have died as they did, or if your only brother now, Whitney, died, knowing that you can't share those experiences with him?
My parents dying or what? I'm sorry.
Whitney?
Or your brother dying.
Ryan?
Yes, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan, for sure. Yeah. Who cares? He doesn't work. He didn't do anything. He's a drain on society. For sure, of course, yeah. Yeah, I think he'd feel the same way. Thank you. One or two more. I can't take this last call. It's weird. There are very, very occasionally somebody asks an old EEI question. I'm like,
that is from
that's
a long time
I just started at that point.
Yeah.
That was
Deep
very,
Jeff Bowman.
very serious mutt during the marathon bombings. Very serious.
Just so much unlike you.
But
yes,
very.
You were hilarious during that.
But very.
Who can forget?
Even serious like during
Rickles in his prime was you.
Serious,
fucking
even like
marathon
behind the
coverage.
scenes when you walk in after the show, you'd be like, "Great show, guys." Like, well, we're not on the air anymore. We can just talk.
No, you would say great show. You'd be like, you guys, you and Lou are killing it middays.
I don't think I ever said
You
that.
text me afterwards.
You guys
great
were,
segment.
You guys were
great
definitely
segment.
killing it. You were killing
What time's Pierre coming on?
You were killing it. Hello. He's got many radio offers since then. What do I know? What station made you an offer?
Any more calls, Gus?
Hello. Was it 90.5? BC Radio? Pre-game show?
I'm an Adazio guy, so they want to bring me back, yeah.
Let's head over to...
I got a mic for you if you need.
Let's head over to Aiden and Jack. We've got the call. Hello.
774.
Hello?
Yep.
I have a question for Kirk, and I have a question for Mutt.
Okay. Go ahead.
Patrick.
Kirk, do you think Julie was being a selfish pig when she asked for $200K a year to work for you, or no?
No, Kevin, I got to be consistent because I said the other day, like if people, if people feel like they're worth something, I said this on the show yesterday. This is part of the
said it again today.
Toka KMS. Like you have to ask what you feel like you're worth. Now, sometimes the boss, whoever's in charge, will say no. She took a shot. I have no problem with that whatsoever. She did a great job at Saco. So no, Kevin. The answer is no. I don't think she was being a selfish pig. No, I do not. I don't.
Mutt, do you think Scott Inquisi gets a raging boner every time he sees you in the New Balance gym, or no?
I don't think he does, no. I think he's got a very nice wife, and I don't think the sight of me attracts.
Doesn't mean his wife is nicer.
I don't think I arouse Scott from Quincy, no. Okay.
You like that guy, right?
I like Scott, yeah.
There's no way. A
He
lot of lunches, dinners with him?
I like Scott, yes.
A lot of time with him outside that gym, outside those free appearances at the gym?
We have gone to different social events together, over like different games and stuff, yeah.
We've just gone to a game with him?
We've hung out at the marathon before, yeah.
I wish one marathon I wish you guys had hung out with. I will say that.
He called in was a total prick when Dave was leaving because he was questioning. It's like, all right, when's this shtick over? When are you just going to rehire
He's a
Dave?
dick. He's a dick. He's
True
a dick.
colors.
We all hope he gets
Not a
brain
dick.
cancer.
I don't.
I hope his kid gets brain cancer.
I don't. I don't. You do. I don't.
I do. I wake up every day hoping that.
Really?
Every day.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Is that bad?
Yes, it's bad.
Why?
Because
right, because he's the only kid ever. I forgot. Because he is the only kid in the history of the world. He would tell me every fucking time. Oh, my kid started walking today. Oh, my, holy shit. Wow, everyone's going to work when your kids started walking today? Wow. Like, restaurants are open? Like, what? The presidency hasn't changed? Like, I'm confused. I'm on a treatable form of brain cancer.
Okay, so not terminal. Not terminal.
I want the kid to be fine.
Just like an
I
experience.
want the kid to even have that. Him, treatable.
Maybe toughen him up.
I want him to have a treatable cure of brain cancer that gives him hope, and then it doesn't work.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to give him a little bit of hope. Fair? He's on the death list. All right. One or two more. Weren't you going to ask Kevin something?
Kirky.
That wasn't Kevin. That was JJ.
JJ. I thought you said you something for Kevin, though. Maybe not.
No, it was for you and Mutt.
No, we thought the caller was.
You had a question for Kevin.
I have a question for Kevin. That wasn't Kevin, though.
You said I have a question for Mutt and I have a question for Kirk. You didn't think that was Kevin?
Oh, that's JJ's the higher pitched
Do you know
voice.
who Kevin is?
You're the one who said. You're the one who thought Kevin called in.
What?
Yeah.
You thought he was like a councilman.
What are you, a
the other
fucking
day.
idiot? You know who Kevin is?
That's my fault.
You know who Kevin is?
No, I do know who Kevin is.
What are you laughing at?
Because I just spaced out.
He is fucking using that shock collar and that girl in his basement right now.
Now, you know what it is? It's the stress of he has to show that video now. If you check his phone right now, he texts his wife and said, please clean up the basement a little bit for
Not one bit. She's not home.
He wouldn't do that. I don't think he would do that.
No, he'd wear it.
What was that, Coleman? I didn't hear it. Hello. Messing up JJ and Kevin's bad.
Turkey, how are you?
Fine. Good morning. Good afternoon. Jesus. Hello.
It's your old friend, Johnson Arroyo.
Johnson, how are you, buddy?
I'm out record shopping today, Kirk. I'm going to 2 shops. I was wondering, what are the big ones you're still missing, and I'm hoping to get them to you ASAP.
That would mean a lot to me. The End of the Innocents, Don Henley, 1989. The Ghost of Tom Joad, Bruce Springsteen, 1995 are the 2 I'm looking for. And Full Moon Fever, Tom Petty, 1989. I've not found those albums. I've seen them at like Barnes & Noble, and I don't buy secondhand or sent to me. Yes. Just like my sneakers.
All right, thanks, Kirk.
In a while.
Have you been to the Vinyl Vault?
Yes. Have you been there?
Drove by it, and I was just looking at the name of it. Yes.
It's excellent.
I've not been in.
That's the one that used to have the subway down the street from there?
Yeah, I've been at
Ryan and I
Subway a
used to
million
go
times.
there.
Yeah.
We lived in Chelmsford. There was a girl there who worked there who looked just like Jerry Seinfeld.
No way.
So we would always go in there and be like, what?
If you keep going down that road.
There's no subway here at all.
That was the
Sam's place. We would do it for like an hour. And we saw her one time making out with her boyfriend in front of the place. It was very funny. Yeah.
That's the Donlands I worked at for years. The Little to Donlands,
which is now totally changed. I changed that whole
way different. A couple of years ago, they redid it, and they redid it again this year.
Kate met up with a friend who lives around there from swimming like a month ago. She met her up for dinner somewhere right around there. And so I had like an hour and a half to catch him on hang out with me. So I just drove around that area. I hadn't seen it in forever. I did go by Johnson's, which is the last place my dad ever ate at.
No shit. In Groton?
Yep, he loved that place.
Awesome burgers.
My mom and my dad went there. Yeah, good burgers, good fries.
Very good fries. Thicker fries, yeah.
Thicker fries, yeah. But that whole area is
Milkshakes.
crazy. We have the movie theater.
Right, it's all in Littleton, yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Vinyl Vault is good.
That Great Road Kitchen is good there.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's good, yeah. The
Good.
Vinyl Vault that's a good record store. I've got some records.
I drove by and thought of you, yeah.
Swung in, got me a record.
We're on the way to
I paid
dinner.
you-
Sorry,
I paid you
couldn't do it.
back.
Okay,
Where
well,
were you
send
going
me-
for? Where were you going for dinner?
Great Road Kitchen for Jess's birthday.
David, what's that? I don't like that coal-fired pizza place.
Anthony's?
Yeah, wasn't that a Fourier place? Was that?
It's definitely a Fourier place. Yes, good memory.
Hello, Fourier. That's a troubling tweet. The other
Hey,
day.
I have
Express
a
calling
question.
them go. Wait, did you see it?
Didn't see it.
Hello.
Hey, I have a question for Mutt.
Go ahead, muttstack.com.
Yep.
Hey, Mutt, can you explain to me what leverage means, and if you have any leverage?
Again, these are so old jokes. We just stop.
Old but a goodie.
That's so stupid.
So dumb. He knows it very
That's 10 years ago.
well. He has none now.
No.
Now you have none.
I have a lot of leverage.
Back then you had a lot of it.
Muttstack.com.
You ever had leverage?
Probably not, no. Never.
Last call. Let's make it a good one. Sure. What'll happen?
Do we get our top 10?
Yeah. Take it easy. Take it easy. Jesus Christ. Let things happen. Let them breathe. What's wrong with you? What are you sighing about?
I'm not. I'm just nervous for the top 10.
Terrible lunch of meat.
Why don't you crush it?
You were dreadful in that lunch.
A month ago.
You were dreadful in that lunch.
And you put on a show. Ooh.
Okay, thank you. I mean, you were a zero. Even you said you were a zero at that lunch. Bad spot for you.
No, I just
Didn't
left
pick
out
up
of
the check. It was just bad.
We split. What are you talking about?
Bad.
You had
Jeff
no
D.
cash.
Lowe
We ought
like-
to pay cash, and you had no cash on you.
Jeff D. Lowe like performance by you.
We gave you cash.
I paid with my credit card.
Yeah, because we were like, well, you couldn't pitch in for the cash.
Smart points. You should never, unless you have debt, you should never use cash. Just use it. Get the points.
What was that first part?
Do you have a credit card debt? Do you have any or no?
Very little, no, thankfully.
You don't want that.
Very
Hello.
Hi, Coleman. It's Hermione Granger.
I'm aroused. I'm aroused.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, I heard you're saving yourself for me.
Is that true, Coleman?
Forever and always, yes.
Isn't she like 9 in those books?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well, I wasn't answering that. No.
What's the game they play in the sky? What is it?
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
Yeah. She could be my quibitch. What's up?
I want you to tell me.
Okay, that's as bad as Gus's
Bingo.
ass
Just
and
squirted,
assistant.
I think.
Ass and assistant. Yep, that challenges it.
Well, magic, yeah.
Wingardium Leviosa in my pants over here.
Holy shit.
What the hell's going on?
There's a lot of Harry Potter
We
sex
know what
jokes.
he's into, yeah.
Just ready to go.
I like
He's firing off Harry Potter sex jokes.
I like it.
Doesn't need porn, just watching
Oh,
the Sorcerer's
he's
Stone.
into that stuff. Go ahead.
That's the whole
Is she gone?
You want to take me to Hogwarts? Tell me
Hang in there.
what you
can do it.
What you do with your magic wand?
Okay.
I mean,
You
now
wanna
you're
put
just.
some potion in my pussy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Getting right to it.
Subtlety there.
I'll have Gus eat it out.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
I think we're-
How did I get dragged into this?
All right, goodbye. I think we're
Likes
good
your
with
ass
calls. We're good.
When you get past noon, this happens in the show. Coleman's out of it.
Yeah, Coleman's. Yeah. Well, I think Gus is rattled.
Harry Potter sex jokes.
Yeah.
There was a story. She went to Brown University, and some kid in school like screamed out like 50 points for Hufflepuff in the middle of class. She just like stormed out. And
Oh, really?
I heard she's a real bitch.
That's not a lot of fun, though. I don't know. All right, it's still October. Holidays are coming up fast. Before your life goes into overtime in the holidays, protect your home with Simply Safe Home Security. You can get a brand new system today for 40% off. Experts love Simply Safe. It was named the best home security system of 2023 by U.S. News & World Report. 24/7 monitoring professional with less than $1 a day. Half the cost of traditional home security. Backed by Simply Safe's money-back guarantee. Try Simply Safe for 60 days. Risk-free. If you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. You won't do that. For a limited time, another 40% off any new system with a Fast Protect plan. Visit simplysafe.com/Kirk. SIMPLI. Safe.com/Kirk. There's no safe like Simply Safe. We thank Simply Safe. As always, get moving right now. Simplysafe.com/Kirk. Now let's hear that new open for it.
Wait, what?
TikTok top 10.
Oh.
We have no open for that?
I don't know. I guess I got to think of one.
What? No?
Trying to think of what's the coolest song we could play. Get the kids ready. What are the kids like right now?
Like a little Bow Wow tune.
I mean, Dale Bear can wear it for today because. What the fuck? The fuck is going on here? Is there an earthquake in here? You guys okay or no?
A little shake.
I can see it building.
Oh, okay. It's just tradition. The fuck is... Let's go, motherfucker! Yee! Straight jelly, baby. Straight jelly. We're TikToking with the top 10 with Daddy K. What's the subject today, Jackie?
I was going to do top 10 movie monsters. We're in Halloween season. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We'll top 10 that fucker right now. Get that monster third leg of mine right now, but that wasn't a movie that you know about yet, Coleman.
Oh.
Top 10 movie monsters. All right. Number 1, Jason Voorhees.
Good one.
Number 3, Michael Myers. Number 2, Freddy Krueger. Number 4, Chucky. Number 5, I'm going to go Zelda from Pet Sematary, 1989. The sister of the dead. You ever see that film?
I think so.
She really scared me as a kid. I'm going to go Zelda number 5. I was terrified of her as a kid. 1989 film Pet Sematary, starring Dale Midkiff and Fred Gwynne, who's Herman Munster, who played the neighbor in that film. It's a Mary Lambert directed film, if I remember correctly. Adapted from Stephen King's. I think King might have written the screenplay for that. That's number 5. Number 6, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to go with Kathy Bates from Misery, Annie Wilkes, who's a monster of a character. I'm going to go with her number 6. I like that film quite a bit. William Goldman, the great screenwriter, adapted that from King's novel. What's the guy's name in Saw?
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. I like him. I like when he rides in on the...
three-wheel tricycle.
Yeah. Is that number 7?
That was 7, yes.
7. 10, I'm going to go Bicentennial Man. 9, I'm going to go... No. I'm going to go Daniel Plainview from There Will Be Blood. He becomes a monster in the second half of the film. That's number 9. And number 8, I need to get another woman in there.
Jenny. Forrest Gump.
No. She did rape Forrest Gump.
Yeah, exactly.
He was retarded. She did give him a disease that probably killed him eventually. But she played the guitar with no clothes on. I like that scene.
True.
And she was nice to Lieutenant Dan.
But the bad gremlins. Bad gremlins are scary, dude.
Yeah, they didn't do that much. Yeah, that's not terrible. But, Gremlins didn't really scare me as a kid. I always thought it was goofy.
Chucky was scary as hell, though.
Chucky was very scary.
Gremlins ruins the mystery of Santa Claus as well.
That's true. He's real, right?
Very real. Very real.
Very real.
Bennett still correctly believes he's real, right?
We had a moment recently, yep.
We're playing. Are we down the stretch? Is it, you think?
No, we was in front of somebody who started telling a story about their kids when they found out Santa was not real, right in front of Bennett. Thankfully, it went right over his head and got in the car and said, "Our Santa's real, right?" Yeah, but he is.
Yeah. Black Santa's real in this house.
Maybe it should be Mut and Sons. Maybe make sure he has a job. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I still got number 8, right?
Yes.
What about Ghostbusters Ghoul?
No, goofy.
No, they're. Are you shitting me?
The movie Ghostbusters?
Oh, those 2 dogs? No. Oh, scary. Oh
no. Whammy.
Good double hat for number if it's the last one.
Don't.
Too bad the bomb in Oppenheimer was underwhelming. As great as the film was, I found the bomb scene to be underwhelming.
Haven't seen it.
I'm going to go with the guy, ironically, like Gus, the guy in Room, who has her in the room. Have you seen the Brie Larson film Room? She won Best Actress for it.
No.
Like Gus.
I hate those movies.
Have you seen that film or no? Yeah. Oh, the first half of that movie. Did you see it, Jack?
You like those scary?
Coleman,
No.
It's not
like
horror
psychotic,
movie.
scary movies.
So
no?
I
think some of it actually.
So she's locked in the underground with the kids. The little boy who's actually in Good Boys. Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah,
great movie.
But Good Boys?
Yeah,
great movie,
good comedy.
But they're like locked. You know these stories you find out these girls have been in basements for like 20 years. That's what it's about. This guy keeps her in this basement. I'm gonna put the guy in Room at number 8. It's a good list, I think.
Good list.
It's a good list. You okay?
Yeah, it's exhausting. Hey, do it again tomorrow?
Yeah.
I got over 3 million views yesterday.
I believe it.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to pop. Well, what's the name of that?
What?
Our series. What is it?
No Cap Kirk.
No Cap Kirk, yeah.
No Cap Kirk.
TikTok top 10.
But it's funny because you wear the cap.
With the C, I'll handle the irony. It's a C, though, not a K Cap Kirk.
Yeah,
K,
no, we're getting too close.
Steve.
Yeah. Content Kim situation there.
Yeah.
That's true. Yes. She's still baking those brownies?
Oh, I hope so.
All right.
Someone's got to.
That's true. Gus, are you going to go home and check out your basement?
We're going to go home and check out the basement.
Okay, that sounds like a horror. That is a horror film.
That'll be number 1 tomorrow. Is Gus?
I would think so.
When you see
Do
that basement.
you want to warn us right now? Is it going to be bad?
It's a little bad, yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Clothes drawn out because of...
There is definitely animal shit, right?
No animal shit. No
trash.
Nope.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
Why?
How can there be trash in your basement?
Only empty boxes. Like,
well, that's not trash.
Yeah. So
you mean trash? You mean like food? You're saying, or no?
Well, I meant like
bags of potato chips.
We'll find out together.
When do you have a town collection, or do you bring it somewhere?
Town collection every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. You bring it out there every Tuesday. What?
I wheel it on down and
you have the recycles and everything.
Recycle is the green, red's the trash.
Okay. What day is yours?
Monday.
Same
on
with me.
holidays.
Monday for Tuesday or Sunday for Monday? Like if you bring it out the night before, would you do it Sunday night?
Sunday. We take out Sunday night.
Right,
Sunday
so it's
night.
Monday morning.
They come Monday morning early. New guys do very early, before 7.
You tip these guys this year.
This year I will be tipping them. Yes, you told me to tip them, so thank you.
How about your postal carrier?
Oh, we tip him every year. Steve's awesome.
Huh?
Our guy Steve, he's great.
Oh, Steve's good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Very good. Meet him halfway sometimes. Say hello.
Okay, yeah. I do that sometimes too. He's a nice guy. Clyde can get a little. If Clyde doesn't know you, he can be a little. But he's okay with this guy now. You get a little treat for him.
Yeah.
I think I would have been a solid postal carrier.
My grandfather was a postal carrier.
Really?
Yep. In Leominster.
How long?
Leominster for years.
Really?
Yep.
Weather dependent. That seems like a nice job.
Yeah, but it's this time of year, all the way to Christmas, it's gonna suck. I think
this
that's
is the way they make good.
It's still a tough job.
Yeah, it's the.
You make good money down the road. You don't make good money to start.
I was like a UPS truck assistant in the past for like a Christmas season.
In the future, probably.
Yeah.
Cover a couple of the fucking theme songs. You're moving on that.
No, I want a better one than that.
You'll get there. You'll get there. Mutstack.com.
Yes, Friday 4-pack.
This tease for Friday is incredible.
Friday.
What is it tease? What did we get already?
I forget.
Oh, the Patriots.
I forget. Well, there's Patriots every week.
Who's the offensive line offensive coordinator?
Ben Johnson.
Detroit
Lions, yes.
You think they'll go that way?
And you're standing on this, you're going to die on this hill. They won't fire Bill Belichick.
No, I think they'll be like.
You told me the Crafts told you they would never fire him.
I think it'll be like, hey, then they'll say it's a mutual thing.
Will he get hired again in the NFL?
I was talking with this with Andy Nolan yesterday, or 2 days ago.
At golf. I missed this. Yeah.
Yes, he will. He doesn't want to go. I was watching him coach the other day. Some of that game, I was like, this fucking guy wants to coach. Yeah. I actually don't even think it's really the record.
So he's 70-something years old, and some team says right now, we're going to let you rebuild our franchise, Bill Belichick. After all these terrible drafts and
coaching. Do the
coaching.
Cardinals stink? I don't even. For example, do the Cardinals stink? I don't even know.
They're not very good.
If you're the Cardinals and you can bring in Bill Belichick, you probably do it, right? For 3 years?
Yes. Yeah, okay. It's fair defense.
Why not?
Fair
Like,
defense. Yes. There's no downside for that.
It's not been great, but like it is Bill Belichick.
There's no downside.
Like you can say what you want about Belichick. Like I understand Brady was great, but he was also the coach of the team that like beat the Rams that first Super Bowl. And the last
and
one.
Brady was not Brady when they beat the Rams.
And the last one.
Yeah.
It was a great defensive game plan.
Yeah, they ran the ball.
The Malcolm Butler play, because stuff like that. Drafting
defensive game plan against the Bills versus the Giants. Yeah,
he did whether you like him. Obviously, Aaron Hernandez was. But I'm saying he drafted guys like this. Even the guy, the corner drafted this year.
He drafted Jimmy Garoppolo in the mid rounds turning into a starting quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a long time ago, though.
I understand that, but I'm just saying I would, if I were the Cardinals or I don't know. I would have fucking hired him way before Sean Payton.
If you're the Crafts, can you simply turn it over to Gerard Mayo, or is it now tough because he's a Belichick guy?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
if you're moving, put it this way, I'd just rather keep Belichick at that point.
You can't fire him. There's no way to fire Bill Belichick after the dynasty that he had built. It needs to be a mutual.
They're 1-5.
They're not firing.
They're not relevant.
It doesn't matter.
They're not going to fire him, but he is not going to coach the team next year.
I agree.
That's a Kirk.
So maybe he steps
away.
away.
Doesn't matter if you agree or not. No, they'll sit down and Krause will be like, look, we want to move on, but here's how we're going to spin it.
But it'll be a firing. It'll be a firing.
It's not going to be a firing.
He wants to coach team next year.
He wants to be here next year.
He wants to coach team next year. He's not going to coach the team next year.
Okay, that's firing.
That's a firing. Yeah, but it's not going to be. Everyone's going to know it. He's going to go.
Like if a producer of a show was suggested, do you want to be here or not, and then eventually he's gone, he was probably fired and pushed out, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
A popular podcast. Yeah.
Let's say
it wasn't mutual by any means.
Let's say they start playing well for the rest of the year. They're spunky, and they go 7-10, which would be 6-5.
They're going to go.
No, I'm just saying. Let's play it out.
Scenario.
Let's go. They go 6.
I agree with you.
Let's say I totally agree with that. You don't want the 18th pick in the draft, whatever.
Every game.
But let's say they go 6-5 the rest of the way, and they're plucky. They're 7-10, and he wants to come back. You got to bring him back.
Yeah, but you said they're not going to do that.
No. My thing is, I think they're going to go like 3-14. So I'm just saying, let's say they overperform the rest of the way, which would be a nightmare if you're a Patriots fan. Now you are officially at the point after this game the other day where you can't even delude yourself. If you're 2-4, you can still pretend that they can go whatever. But now you want them to lose every game. You want this guy Williams. You want this kid from North Carolina. You want Ben Johnson. You want
Caleb Williams.
You want the guy who threw the touchdown pass in the BC game. What's his name?
I forget.
What's his nickname?
Phil Jerk? Chestnut Phil?
Yeah, you want Chestnut Phil. You want one of these guys at that first. Well,
you want Aiden on the call.
What if they took Chestnut Phil with the first pick home? Would that be good?
Horrendous. Brandon Walker was high on him actually going into this season. BC fans got all pissed off at him. Now he's not even starting for Pitt anymore.
Chestnut Phil's not even starting for Pitt?
No. And he had his coach from BC go there to help
captain
coach.
Transfer, Notre Dame to BC to Pitt.
Yeah.
Who was the Packers coach who was at BC for like 2 seconds? Jasinski?
Chudzinski.
No.
Chud. Coach Chud.
Wasn't there a Jeff Jardzinski at one point? Am I making that up? You should know this, Coleman. You should be all over him.
Nah,
anyway.
Apparently not.
7-10 to me is the, like, if they go 6-11, that's 500 the rest of the way. They might bring him back. They might bring him back. They shouldn't. Like, if they want to move on. That'd be my advice.
I think they're going to move. But then you move on right to Mayo?
No, they won't.
Mayo turned down a head coaching job.
Crafts love Mayo, though, I can tell you that.
He turned down a head coaching job to come back. It's assumed he's the head coach.
They're not going to make a big splash. They're not going to go. I could have told the fucking Bolin family. They're still on the Broncos. I know the old man's gone, but I could have told them in 2 seconds. You don't fucking spend money on Sean Payton. That's stupid. Stupid.
And Russell Wilson?
Stupid. Stupid. I could own these teams. I mean, I work for the Crafts as a consultant.
I love it. You could do this right now.
I'm doing it right now. I don't watch the games, but I watched the Patriots this year.
Harry's not watching, like Sundays, not sitting around watching football?
Zero.
Oh, my boy.
When I say zero interest,
Red
zero.
Zone from,
Do you watch any Celtics anymore?
No.
Opening night,
Kyle, the annoying
tonight.
ticket
I know,
guy
Nick
is-
Celtics.
The annoying ticket guy, Kyle, got me opening night tickets. for the Garden.
You got to go.
Yeah, I'll have to drag Harry there. Coleman, you're a big Knicks fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll go.
Couple bros.
My bro out that night?
Of course.
Do some TikTok vids while you're there.
Yeah, we'll rock backwards hats together.
Yeah, we could sit there like Hank and Portnoy at that game.
Like Bill Simmons and his dad, or you and your dad, famous Celtics games. There.
Section 114, J7, J8.
Will you eventually get season tickets, like your dad had?
No, because Harry doesn't care. All I cared about my entire life was the Larry Bird Celtics. I would wake up in the morning. If it was Wednesday night, it was a home night for the Celtics. All I thought was who they were playing, what the lineup was going to be. I'd make the lineup out my little book. I would have thoughts. I would just think about they have to win this game. They have to win this game. They have to win this game. They have to win this game all day.
How great was the late edition of the Globe the next day with the box score in there? You could go through the whole box score and think about it again.
It's great.
It
was great. Those days are over, though.
They're going to be great this year. I think
the Celtics?
Yeah.
Should be very good.
I don't like the NBA. It's just too many threes. I know I'm old. I just don't like it. They
I
go
watched
down.
the
They jack
preseason
threes.
game last night. I think they shot like 55.
Yeah, they just
threes
jack
or
three,
something.
and I get it. Like I
A lot of wide
understand
open
why they
shots.
do it, but it's. I don't find it to be aesthetically pleasing to my eye as a basketball fan.
You're more of a WNBA fan.
Under the rim, baby.
Go Liberty.
Yeah. But I just like. I think the game in the '80s is better. I'm sure I'm wrong, but that's where I'm at. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, go to the Vinyl Vault. More importantly, Mutt, as usual, did nothing.
I'll stop there on the way home. Send me a text. I'll go there.
You don't even know what to do there. You don't even know what to do there.
You're right. I don't have a record player. I've not hit that stage of my midlife crisis yet where I need a record
you never
player.
had as a kid. That's the problem.
You never had what as a kid?
A record player, because you're younger. You wouldn't like.
No,
mine's nostalgia.
My nostalgia would be like making my own mixtape off Jammin' 94.5.
Yeah, there you
From
go.
their top 5 at 5. Yes.
Coleman, anything you want to promote? We're doing this again tomorrow. What the fuck?
TikTok intro tomorrow.
Bad will call today, huh?
Yeah, that was tough. Do we officially cut him off?
We're getting there.
Today it felt like it a little.
You didn't seem into it.
Who, me or him?
I would bet he hasn't listened to one show since that
I
live
agree.
show.
I would agree with that.
All set.
I would agree with that. I think we're good. Gus, anything else from you?
We'll see the basement today.
Okay, Coleman.
No, nothing.
Pat, anything from you?
Nothing right now.
Blindmike.net. That's it.
Why?
I like Blind Mike. Like,
I know, but you don't. Do you listen to stuff that's not Why You're Laughing?
yeah, I don't listen to Why You're Laughing. I only listen to that.
Why didn't we get to our segment on Why
Yeah,
Are You
it's
Laughing
weird.
today?
Stuff with like Craig you listen to?
I do.
Why?
I don't know. I
Thanks
don't
for laughing,
really,
Gus, at that.
I don't really relate to the Why Are You Laughing comedy stuff. I'm not really
You think
into
this stuff's
that.
good with Mike and Craig?
I like Mike. Craig's a tune-out, but
Terrible. Mike's good. Yeah, Mike's great, but Craig, he should
you know he's
get somebody else.
battling with Stuttering John. Did you hear that?
No, I haven't noticed that. Is it true?
Pretty intense.
I've muted Stuttering John's name on Twitter, so it's been Mike should try hard to make that a feud. I think it's going to take off. I think it's going to trend.
He's laid back with it right now, so hopefully he ramps it up a little bit.
No, but go buy Mike.net for sure.
Yes.
Mudstack.com.
Yes, please. Free to
We're
subscribe.
back tomorrow with Montante and John from Scranton, correct?
John from Scranton has said he can no longer make it tomorrow.
Why?
That's something
fine. I
about
mean,
a meeting.
Okay, no.
Too busy
I mean,
cutting clips for us.
No loss, but I'm just saying. I like John, but no big loss. All right, we'll figure out if we can get somebody else in. Let me know if you think of anybody before you book them. Yep. Just saying. All right, we'll talk to you, Mark. Bye.